So there's this cat that needed a home, and it's 6, and it's fixed, vaccinated, everything well taken care of. There's a reason they have to rehome their cat. It's really fat. It's a gray tabby, and its name is Smokey. It's very obese, just like me, so we're gonna diet together. I have to make that cat lose weight, man. Anyway, I'm getting it delivered Friday. Him. It's a big boy, and apparently the person said that he's too affectionate. You're a good boy. You know, I feel like that apartment cats don't really get a good life. So I'm just having some thoughts, and I really was against bringing it to the internet at first, and then I thought, if nobody was honest about their feelings or thoughts or their expressions based on fear of being criticized, nobody would ever say anything important or anything that's really on their mind. It would all just be friggin' glazed over, shellacked, fake bullshit. And I don't want to be like that. You know? I want to just say what I want to say. And like, you know? So I'm going to get judged because I get judged on everything, so it really doesn't matter anymore. But I just want to say what's on my mind, okay? And then, you know, I thought another thing is also like, I think I wanted like a rebound cat. I know that sounds so awful, but like, because I'm missing Julia so much, I wanted to mask that with another cat until I could see Julia again. And so I was like, you know, but what if it is selfish? Like, what if, I don't know, like, if I can take care of him in my mental state? Give it a few more days? Well, sometimes you don't know how you're gonna feel when you're in the situation, you know? Maybe he deserves a better home than me. Why is it selfish? It's selfish to give a cat in need a home? Fuck off. That's what I say to you. Get out of here. I know how to take care of a cat, itty bitty fishy. I'm not a retard. Thank you. I was just picturing like, yes, you know, it's just, what if something really does happen to him? What if he has like, he's super morbidly obese? What if he needs like all kinds of medical care? Like, I don't think I can take care of him. So the thing with the kitten, like, the kitten looks pretty sick to me. Like, it, you know, like, I don't know. So I thought it's going to be costly. Like, what if it's really costly for the vet and stuff, you know? But now, I don't want to talk personal. Just, I'll be able to afford Smokey. Things have changed a bit with that. Do you want me to be, I don't know. Like, do you want me to just do it anyway? Like, I don't get it. You're the dumbest piece of shit, Billy, in the fucking world. Why don't you sit and spin? Because I'm getting a cat and there's not a thing you can do about it. So kiss my fat ass. Okay? Thank you. And then I see Salah's face every day. And I'm like, why are we worlds apart right now? You know, I'm just like really struggling. Salah's messaging me right now. Your best thing is to stop messaging me because you're getting me mad too. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm tired of being silenced. I need to leave here so I can speak my mind, okay? I need to get the hell out of here. If his breath smells sweet. I don't have the mental, I can't even bring my own ass to the doctor for my diabetes. You think I can bring him to the vet all the time for diabetes? I know how to take care of a cat, itty bitty fishy. I'm not a retard. Thank you. I mean, I don't think I'll be taking them twice. Sorry. Let's just be real. Unless they're really sick. Sorry, BBJ. I didn't even take my grandma to the doctor twice a year when she was geriatric. Super Huntress, because I think some people were trying to tell me exactly what I was saying right now. But there's a lot of people who were masking that with a lot of hate. So all I was seeing was the hate towards it. Like, about, oh, you shouldn't have a cat because you're an animal abuser, blah, blah, blah. So that's why. What does Salah say about the Smokey situation? Well, he didn't really think it was a good idea to get another cat. So, and then I had thought about it, like, seeing what kind of cat he was, realizing how clingy he is. And anyway, I'm getting it delivered Friday. Him. It's a big boy. And apparently, the person said that he's too affectionate. You gotta get treatment, bipolar. I have so much to do on myself. And I just feel numb. Like, I feel like I can't move one foot in front of the other, like, sometimes. Yeah, I'm sick of you telling me to talk to my therapist, because I know I have to talk to my therapist. I'm here right now because I want to talk to my audience, because I use my channel as a fucking outlet to talk about my feelings. I need a psychologist. I need a psychiatrist. I need a spiritual healer and I want an exorcism. I'm not kidding, Beetlejuice. I feel like I'm possessed. I do use my platform for that. Like, sometimes, sometimes you just need some support from people and just talk it out. And I always say that, like, I kind of use my platform in a way as therapy. And for me, I just can't have a pet right now. I realize that. And I won't be getting another one. Like, I'm just, Julia is my focus. I hope it'll probably be about a year. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, how are we gonna travel and vlog if you were like this? I don't know, babe. I don't know. Probably not a good time to travel and vlog, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I feel like just living my life in peace. If you want to get another travel partner, feel free. You don't have to stay with me, babe. You can get another travel partner. I don't care. That's fine. It's up to you. No, it wasn't because of that. I did more. Trust me, okay? He did too, but I did more. Yeah, pure bees. They came back. I sort of just dropped the food all over, but it's hard for me to bend all the way down to give it, so. Shut up, Broken Toe. It's not about being irresponsible. I'm being responsible by realizing that I can't take care of this cat. It's about being depressed and having gone through a lot of shit. You think what I went through was fucking easy? I was excited when I was packing my shit. Wait, I was like, I'm so out of here. See ya. Bye. If I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of a demanding pet, okay? Nobody knows how I feel. Like, you guys have no idea what it was like. It happened so fast. People messing with your fucking life, with your family. So you have to leave the country. And I'm sorry to tell you, but,
I'm a very willful individual, and it's just not going to happen. So, suck it. And actually, I can kind of thank my haters for pushing this because I think I'll be a lot better off here.
Very quickly. The next day, you have to leave your home you've been at for 3 years, move somewhere alone, depressed as you miss your family.
I was a fugitive. Like, technically, I was a freaking fugitive. That is so cool. Ah, man on the run. Bees are on the run.
So if you want to shame me for that, go fuck yourself. Seriously, just get the fuck out of here. If you just want to shame me when I'm going through a really fucking hard time, and you want me to drag a cat into that.
Guys, I know how to take care of cats.
Seriously. You guys are just stupid and listening to dumb fuck reactors who know shit. They don't know anything. They make shit up to make money. That's their job. He's been here 2 days. If he finds a better home, so what? It's not even that deep about Defiance. It's just like it's just something so normal. I will always find a way. I don't listen to anyone. I do whatever the hell I want. I'm not too lazy to take care of him. It's just I took care of Julia, no problem. Like, I don't even know how I would get his nails cut. Like, you know what? Salah did have a big part in taking care of Julia. He did the more athletic things with her, and he took her all the time to get her nails cut. Like, I would come only sometimes. Like, maybe a few times. And he would just go. I think it's just, unexpected vet fees can be crazy. I thought of that, too. I also think financially, it's like, right now, I just miss Julia.
Yeah, true, ECP. Now, the problem is with that also, you can say the same thing about having kids, right? Don't have kids if you can't afford them. But I think living life in general, even if poor, it's still better to be alive, right? The second thing is, you could start out having money, but then something happens. So you never know.
Like, this is, I know you're like, why would you say these things if you're gonna get backlash? Like, screw that. This is my channel, man. I don't want to be forced to be fake just because of these fucking stupid beasts are gonna outrage on their channels and I don't care. Once your reputation is ruined, you have a freedom you can't imagine. No, seriously. I think the best thing I ever did was ruin my reputation online. I don't care what people on Twitter have to say. I don't go on Twitter. Me neither.
And by the way, that person on Twitter, you're probably not going to have your account much longer, you insane stalking weirdo. But anyway, kiss your sweet ass goodbye.
Like, what does that have to do with reviewing my content? That's what I'm talking about. They're not reaction channels. They're shit, hate, stupid, bully, dumb, lowbrow, friggin' bottom of the barrel, lowest common denominator, parasitic idiots.
Yo, chow, it's P. I'm uptown right now. I'm on my way to the West Bank to put a twist on this thing, you heard? Oh, oh yeah, oh, oh yeah, oh, oh yeah. Now I don't mean to sound rude, baby, I hurt or nothing. I want an independent woman if she's working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, you got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, 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 with some twerk, twerk, with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, turn around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Hello, guys. Happy Sunday. Man, Chantel, the content gift that keeps on giving because she's still an idiot, selfish, irresponsible, and so many other things. So many other things. And one thing she gonna do is prove so many viewers right. It's just, silence is a choice. Silence is a choice. Before we get into it, I want to thank everyone who's here during real time. I appreciate you for being here. Anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members and patrons, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. Baby, one thing about Chantel, she gonna be Chantel. She gonna be a fucking idiot. It don't make no damn sense. This don't make no sense. Now, I want to say this at the top of the stream so that there's no confusion. I am in support of Chantel finding that cat a better home. I'm completely in support of that. Is Chantel an idiot? Yes. Is she selfish? Yes. Is she about to get criticized for a while because she never learns? Absolutely. But I am in complete support of her finding Smokey another home. Now, there's a tweet, simple tweet, that kind of worded it perfectly for me. And that's one of the reasons I definitely follow Valgal on Twitter. So let's read it together. Congratulations, Smokey. I hate that you have to go. Oh, sorry. I hate that you have to go to yet another home, but you're dodging a big, fat, neglectful bullet, buddy. Yes, I agree with what Valgad said right there. Yes, please, please get him into another home. Chantal sat there for the last few days, wanting to be defiant, wanting to stick it to her haters, popping her shit, running her fucking mouth to the point that it was so easy to put this damn intro together with all the contradictions and all the things that didn't age well. It's just like, girl, at some point you gotta learn. But it's Chantal. It's Chantal. So yes. If Ahmad can actually put Valgal's account, link it in the chat, please. One thing about Valgal, she's gonna make points when it comes to her tweets. And for those who don't follow Valgal, she has a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cat by the name of Armani. Love him. But yeah, it's just like, be fucking for real. Please be fucking for real. And now she was live earlier and she still sounds like she's on the fence. We're going to go over it here, but she says it a couple of times in yesterday's stream that she'd be reaching out to, the last pet owner today. During her last live stream from a couple of hours ago, she hasn't even spoken to the last pet owner. Apparently she can't, reach them or something. I don't know. It's Chantel. It's Chantel. Let me get to some of the support and then we're going to get into the stream. Now, just a bit of a heads up. It was about 3 hours. I was able to edit it down the best that I could. So just be prepared to know that this is probably a lengthy stream. I literally just sat here all day. I'm just like, let me edit this. Because if I don't do it today, I knew there was a chance I may not go live tomorrow because tomorrow's a long day for me. So let's see. Let me get to some of this. And thank you again to everyone who's here. I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Catty Kitty, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. I despise this vile bush hog. Get her. A tip for reactors who make her palatable. Thank you. And trust me, we can't do without y'all too. Believe me. Bella, thank you for the super chat. And I just DM'd you back. Again, for any members who are Supreme or higher, you have access to the Discord and there's a tutorial in the description. If for any reason you that doesn't work for you, just DM me on Twitter and I'll get you a link. But Bella, hopefully you saw your DMs. I responded. Emma P, thank you for being a member for 3 months. I was on vacation without Wi-Fi when Chantal came back. This has been so fun to catch up on. Emma, you should have seen the shambles. You should have seen how we was acting, especially when she confirmed she was in Canada in her apartment. Oh, baby. I'm happy you catching up. There's actually someone I was just talking to on Twitter that I was catching them up a bit too. They didn't know about Smokey, didn't know about Chantel, God working and having Chantel fall down the stairs. So it's a lot to catch up on, but I'm happy you're here, boo. Lil Nikki, thank you so much for the super chat. Looking beautiful as always, Charlie. I appreciate you, boo. I appreciate you. Delulu, thank you so much for the super chat. Bitch you is using the audience for therapy when she should be institutionalized. Imagine thinking a cat you kidnapped off the street and a romance scammer are your family. By the way, happy Juneteenth weekend. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Oh, speaking of romance scammer, thank you, Delulu. Guess who made an appearance in Chantel's chat today? The day before payday. Sala. Sir, the day before payday, he is not beating those allegations. He knew. He knew he only had a few hours, because that transfer would not go through if he didn't. That was funny. I'm like, the day before payday, sir. You know how people look at you. Just continue to prove viewers right. Spiteful Pinky Jean, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the very, very generous super chat. Miss Goldmam, you are stunning. Thank you. Oh, actually, thank you. Thank you. And you just reminded me to tell y'all what I have on. I got to get better with this. I'm using the Melt Cosmetics Muerte palette. So it's this one here for any. Hold on. For anyone who cares, I use this color here and this color here on the inner corner. You can't really tell, but that's what I use. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Crystal, thank you for being a member for 41 months. Thank you. Hi, Charlie and chat. Heat wave in Massachusetts means beach day tomorrow. Enjoy, boo. Enjoy. Enjoying this mess while getting packed and ready. Baby, when I tell you, I understand summer's here, but I'm not ready. I'm in Florida. So for y'all who know, you know, I'm not ready. But stay cool, get to the beach. And when I tell you, I'm so grateful for AC. I don't know how Chantel does it. Shit, I don't know how Rosie was doing it. What was it, a couple of weeks ago? Hell no. Just know this. One of two things will happen if I don't have AC. I will start streaming from a pool, just like Rosie does, or I will just be gone. I will just be gone and just sit in a sauna. Ooh, but thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Bad Princess, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna run through this quickly, guys, so we can get going with this edit. Chantel's just dumb. You know how obviously when you've been watching Chantel for a while, you expect this, but there's times I just be like, you didn't learn nothing, like at all, like you didn't, like you're not even trying. So dumb. Momo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate you, boo. Been a mostly silent viewer ever since you were posting recipe videos, and it's great to see you grow. You and Zach are my forever faves. Thank you so much. Momo, do you understand how long you've been here? If you bring up recipe videos, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. God, sometimes it's just like, wow, we've really been here. We've really been following this lady for a long time. I don't know what that says about me, but I don't care. Really don't. Microwave Cheese, thank you so much. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Go Cluster. And your name is right on brand, especially for Chantel. The Teaching Life, thank you, thank you, thank you. You joined the Welfare Fund. Ready, set, EBTs. See, I'm not wearing a low cut, but it's okay. EBTs, EBTs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. For real. Foodie and Beauty Foodie and Beauty the ass. I know that's right. She ain't got one though. More like a frog booty, but you get it. Anyways, welcome to the Gold Cluster, babies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so listen. That's what I can't do. It's the humidity. I cannot do well, I do it every year. Mind you, I've been in Florida for a few years, so I should really stop complaining, but it's the humidity that gets me. And for those who don't know, my hair is relaxed, but I get a silk press sometimes. And when I go on my walks, if I don't time it perfectly, I'll be out here looking like a damn chia pet. It is so annoying. It is so, 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 so annoying. Yes, shenanigans, you better let them know. And just so you guys know, tomorrow, normally I stream on Sundays, like very messy shows. But because I know this was going to be a lengthy stream, I'll be moving our Sunday mess streams to tomorrow just for this week, moving it to tomorrow. So if anyone's interested, get in the Discord. We watch a lot of messy shit. Just be prepared. When I say it's messy, it's messy. It is. It really is. But let's get into Chantel just showcasing how much of a idiot she is for thousands of people just yesterday. Go ahead, Chantel, please take it away.
No, I will not be turning my camera on because it's too hot right now. So I have to stay indecent. Come here, poor guy.
I just want to point out, I understand I think she just got the AC and she put it in and it's been helping. But I want to remind y'all with the whole shower curtains conversation, having issues with the tub, and I believe she still may not have towels or she just got towels in. I don't know how she's been bathing, showering, or keeping up with her hygiene, but I know it's limited. It was already a struggle before, but with this move, I know it's limited. So with her sweating and being so damn hot, I could only imagine. I could only imagine what Smokey is having to smell in that apartment. Oh, please find Smokey a home. He deserves better. Please.
I know. You've been tossed around like a baseball. Hi, baby. Don't knock my water over. Okay, settle down. I feel so bad. I feel like he feels really displaced. It's okay, big boy. He has no instincts as a cat. Like, I showed him a video of birds.
And she has no instincts as an adult. She has no survival skills. She's an idiot. This is one of the reasons why she probably thought they were a perfect match. No instincts as a cat. Bitch, you barely have any survival skills. Shut up.
Birds and chipmunks, and he didn't even seem to, like, know what it was. You're a good boy. You know, I feel like shit.
To be fair, she's been looking like it too. So, I mean.
That apartment cats don't really get a good life. Very vocal. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Now, when she says apartment cats don't get a good life, first of all, there are many cats that live in apartments that get great lives. Most of Rio's life was an apartment. Now it's in a bigger space, but most of Rio's life was in an apartment. And he has a great life, had a great life. It just depends on the owner. The owner. Actually, I'm already on an 8. Let me bring it down to a 6. We got to pace ourselves. We got to pace ourselves. And again, I support Chantel finding a new home for Smokey, a better owner. So therefore, he has a better chance at life, a good quality of life. But it's just like, bitch, shut the fuck up. God, sometimes don't speak. Foodie and Beauty, thank you so much. Oh, you changed your. I'm trying to think. Because you're not Badusi, because I would see a wrench. No, this is Badusi right here. Why do I feel like I should know who you are? But thank you for the super chat. Sorry. I will go on and on. This is Badusi. Very pathetic. And thank you for the super chat, boo. Very pathetic. But I mean, it's Chantel. It's Chantel. What do we expect? Right, Jen? Jen Coke Zero? My cats have an amazing life. I live in an apartment. Exactly. You know what's so crazy, Chantel? I think what she did, because she knew, first of all, she ain't got no friends, so she got to talk this out somewhere. She knew the criticism that would come her way. And I think she just thought of a list of excuses to
help justify the poor decision she just made in front of all her viewers. Because now it's, cats don't have a great life in an apartment. Wasn't she living in an apartment with BB and she's gone on and on about how she took care of Sam and BBJ for years? Wasn't most of that time in an apartment? But now apartment living for cats is not okay.
Well, it's a little much sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm just having some thoughts, and I really was against bringing it to the internet at first, and then I thought, if nobody was honest about their feelings or thoughts or their expression.
Hold on, let me properly say hi to one of the MVPs of the chat, my booster seat. Hey, boo. I gotta get better with seeing y'all comments. Okay, let me get back to it. Let me get back to it before I set myself up to get dragged. Hold on, actually. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you so much for the super chat. She huffed the strongest dose of copium. Is it even that? Oh, speaking, well, it's not the same thing. Chantel, upon Salah's arrival back into the chat, Chantel is also like stopping weed again. She actually said it during the stream right before he came back into the chat, but I think it was leading up to him being there. But she's gonna stop weed again. It makes her paranoid and all these things. Or did she say anxious or paranoid? Either way, she's gonna be stopping weed again, guys. Right. Thank you again for the super chat, boo.
Expressions based on fear of being criticized, nobody would ever say anything important or anything that's really on their mind. It would all just be friggin' glazed over, shellacked, fake bullshit. And I don't want to be like that.
I want to add to that sentiment and also agree with Chantel. Yeah, she shouldn't have to be fake or, water herself down. And that same sentiment goes to the creators who cover her. See how that works? She doesn't want to water herself down, just like the creators who cover her choose not to water themselves down. So if it leads to them dragging the fuck out of her or saying things she doesn't like, it's them not doing those things and making sure they are themselves completely, openly. See, it goes both ways, stupid.
I want to just fucking say what I want to say.
Same. That's why I do it. Unapologetically. I'm sure many reactors do it.
And so I'm going to get judged because I get judged on everything, so it really doesn't matter anymore. But I just want to say what's on my mind, okay?
Mm-hmm. I'll do the same.
And I'm being 100% honest about how I feel. It's not easy for me to say how I feel right
That's a lie. It's pretty much impossible for her to shut the fuck up, but go off.
now. I didn't know how this would go. I had a suspicion I would be very depressed being separated from Salah and Julia. And obviously because I love them, they were my family, and
They were my family. See, those little slip ups eventually will add up. Now, I will say this, one of the reasons I think she keeps on with those slip ups is she says it in the stream, and I made sure to keep it in there. Based on, I guess, whatever they have planned, Chantel won't be seeing Salah and Julia for about a year. Chantel may be in Canada on her own for a year. That bitch was mainlining gummies or whatever she was taking to get her high just a few days in. Imagine Chantel in Canada for a year. Granted, do I think they're going to stay together? No. Do I think down the line they'll be more transparent about their relationship dissolving? Sure. But let's just go with what she's saying. A year? Within a month, we're about to have back to back. Just keep your notifications on. I know some of the streams are boring, don't get me wrong, but just know it is going to, the things that will be coming down the line is going to be beautiful. A year, Salah away from Chantel for a year. That bitch was gone for like a week or two in Canada, and he was trying to fly K Bella out. Well, he wanted K Bella to fly herself out and get a loan or whatever. But you get my point. Salah without Chantel for a year. Oh, baby, this is what we deserve. Thank you. This is Oh, Foodie and Beauty, my bad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I didn't want you to keep super chat. My bad. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat, boo. I appreciate you. Clever, thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. I don't know why, but out of all the insults Charlie throws at these cows, simply saying stupid always sends me. You know what's so funny? You're not the first person to say that, and I don't know if it's the way I just say stupid, but for some reason that tickles people when I just call, well, that's what I feel. They're stupid. But I appreciate you. I promise you, you're not the only person to say that. And sometimes I'll play it back because I'm like, are they trolling? And then I'm just like, no, I just said stupid. Like, I didn't say anything different. Thank you, though. I overthink. Thank you. Delulu, thank you. I love that she's never happy wherever she goes. Delulu, I can make a whole stream about that. Okay, so I don't know how long you all have been here. Do you remember right before she had moved to Kuwait, right? She claimed that smoking shisha, being in a whole different country, was going to make her happier. I remember a stream when she was in her car. She was live streaming in the car. And Dulu's comment is the one that's reminding me of that. A lot of viewers bringing up, like, how are you going to cope? How's your mental health going to be? You know, your problems do carry, go with you to other countries. She was like, Shisha was going to do all these things. Salah was going to be there to hold her accountable and be supportive, all these things. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. She's so bad, she decided to flee a country just to be able to come back to home ground, to be able to say curse words and keep saying the R word. And also evade consequences that may come down the line. Sounds like a you problem. That man was a roommate. Okay. Okay. The thing is, I actually do think to an extent, Salah did care about Chantel because number one, he needs her alive and he needs, whatever he's going to get out of her. But to an extent, I do believe he cared. Now, is he in love with Chantel? I don't believe so. Is she going to keep telling herself that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Mean Kitten, thank you so much for the super chat. When Salah was in her chat today, he said very little to Chantel. He talked more with Teardrop. I need to go look at that chat because the thing is, I was just listening as I was getting ready and doing my makeup, so I couldn't actually pay attention to the chat. But thank you for that information. Oh God, guys, it's going to be a really good summer. It's going to be very hot and humid, but it's going to be a very good summer. Let's get back into it.
They are my family. Are. But I didn't know how bad I would be depressed and how much the situation I'm in now made me realize how much work I have to do on myself.
I've been watching Chantel for years. I've heard her say that if I had $5 for every time I've heard her say the amount of work she has to do on herself, or how many times she's come to the realization that she has a lot of work to do with her, for herself, I'd be able to buy a Bentley cash. And I'd probably be able to buy a second one and do a giveaway on my channel. That's how many times Chantel has come to the realization she has a lot to work on. This is not new information. Not even close. Please.
And I remember like somebody coming in and being like, it's selfish for you to get a cat. And now I kind of understand why.
Keep that in mind. She's saying a viewer in the past recently said she's being selfish. In this moment, she's saying she understands why. Okay.
It's because I really am struggling right now badly to take care of myself. And then, I thought another thing is also like, I think I wanted like a rebound cat. I know that
when she said this, my jaw dropped. And I know there's not many things about Chantal that should be shocking, but I'm just like, Oh, you said the quiet part out loud. You are a dumb bitch. A rebound cat. Didn't even get settled. A rebound cat. I said, do you know the live stream is like currently public? And this goes to show you too. Another example, and we've had, I don't know, hundreds of them, maybe thousands. This is a prime example of Chantel not having any friends, no one close to talk to. It's okay to overthink things or even make bad decisions. It's not to say Chantel's the first person to make a horrible decision and be impulsive. No. But sometimes it's great to unpack those decisions with friends. Like, hey, friend, am I tripping? Because, this happened. Am I tripping? Like, for those who don't know, I feel like I've talked about it, but when I got Rio was a stray. My friend used to feed Rio off of her porch, but her family didn't allow her to take him in. So she knew I was struggling mentally, like anybody who knows 2016 that whole time. She knew I was struggling. So she hit me up like, hey, did you want to take this cat? My initial response was, bitch, no. I don't like cats because I was scared of cats because I got attacked by a cat when I was younger. So I was like, bitch, no. The fuck I look like with a cat? Like, no. I'm already struggling mentally. Now you're going to give me a demon? Like, no. She gave it a couple of days because she saw it was like a strict no. She's still feeding Rio. At the time, obviously his name is not Rio, but still feeding Rio. And she sends me a video. She starts sending me videos of him when she's feeding him off her porch. I fell in love. Mind you, up until that point, I just thought all cats were demons because of that one cat who attacked me. But still, I fell in love. I said, okay, bring him over. Let's try it out. That's how I got Rio. My mental health was in the toilet. It can happen. You can have shitty mental health and not know what your next step is and still take in an innocent animal and take care of them. Rio was my everything. That's why Rio will always be my ride or die. It's not just because, yeah, he's my cat. It's because he literally came into my life when I was suicidal. Like, not to like bring the mood down. I'm fine, to be clear. I'm fine. Like, hey, thank God I'm in a different place now. That's when Rio came into my life. I was actually suicidal. That's why she wanted me to have a friend. So you can have shitty mental health, not even knowing if you're going to see the next day, and bringing a cat, fall in love, and they your ride or die for years. Me and Rio have been ride or die since 2016. That's my baby. That's my everything. Rio will go everywhere with me. I don't give a fuck. Unless I'm on vacation for, a few days or a week, then obviously I have someone watch him. But that's my son. The fuck? I don't play about him. So with the whole like, oh, my mental health, my this, my that. No, you're just irresponsible. And guess what? We were in apartments majority of our time together. So, and that's not an excuse either. Dumb bitch. Let me get caught up with some of these. Sorry, I'm always behind, as you guys know. Let's see. Kirsty J, thank you so much for the super chat. Justice for Smokey. She's an international cat terrorizer and fugitive. Leave animals alone, bigot. Can we petition to have her banned from adopting? The thing is, thank you for the super chat. I've been seeing stuff posted on Twitter about that. I don't know how effective that is. And this is not me trying to like discourage anyone or how whatever's set up. But when it comes to private adoptions and stuff, that doesn't stop someone like Chantel getting her hands on a cat. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Maybe this time around she's learned something, but because it's Chantel, I feel like if she does rehome Smokey, we'll be back having the same conversation in a month or two because it's Chantel. That's just what it's going to be, unfortunately. Microwave Cheese, thank you for the super chat. All of a sudden, she doesn't like cats. Who doesn't like cats in Canada? Wait until she tells on herself and speaking in past tense. Interesting. No, not even just that. Hold on, Microwave Cheese. Y'all, we gonna get to it. Did y'all peep the part when Chantel's now saying that she feels she's really allergic to Smokey too? So he cries a lot. He shouldn't be in an apartment. He's unhealthy and she's allergic to him. When I tell you she sat down and wrote out a list of excuses. Nancy, thank you so much for the super chat. Sala shows up in her chat on payday. Keep in mind, when he showed up, it was close to midnight, if I'm not mistaken, because I think they're in Kuwait. Well, he's not in Kuwait, but it's about 7 hours ahead. So it's close to midnight. So he stayed up late on top of that. If it wasn't midnight, it was past midnight. He stayed up late. He made sure to make his presence seen so that that deposit would hit. That deposit needs to hit. He gonna do what he gotta do, honey. Just Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. This situation reminds me of when Amber quit Octavia and raged at the audience for being upset with her because we didn't want her to do it in the first place. I want to read that again. This situation reminds me of when Amber quit Octavia and raged at the audience for being upset with her because we didn't want her to do it in the first place. That it's interesting. It's interesting how they will sit there and mirror each other and not see the issue. Not see the issue. Oh, rapping skill. Wait, hold on. Rapping skills. Let me act like I could read today. Rapping skills. Thank you so much for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate you. And I see you hashtag Quebec. Please spread the word out there. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. That was a joke. I need y'all to know when it comes to shit like that, I'm joking. I'm kidding. Let me get back into it and I'll get to the rest of y'all. Thank you.
That sounds so awful, but like, because I'm missing Julia so much, I wanted to mask that with another cat until I could see Julia again. And
so seeing that she already let it out that she may be seeing Julia in about a year. So what was going to happen after that year? What was going to happen with Smokey? What was going to happen?
so I was like, but what if it is selfish? Like, what if...
It is. It's not a what if. It is. This grown woman who has been making the same mistakes for years came on this platform to sit there and talk to her viewers because that's the only social interaction she has, looking for validation. It is selfish. Majority of the things Chantel does is selfish. It's not to say like people wouldn't understand someone wanting companionship, especially in the situation that she's in. She's a whole fucking fugitive. She's bald, big, barely mobile, funky as hell, ain't got no friends. I would understand why someone in her position would want a companion, one that can't talk and at least tell her location. I get it. I'd want a cat too. You a fucking fugitive. The only friend you should have is someone is one that doesn't speak, right? I get it. But be smarter.
I don't know, like, if I can take care of him in my mental state. Like, I didn't think that I would be this bad. Every night I just say, tomorrow you'll feel better. It's new for you. And it's like, I'm being honest, I'm not adjusting well at all. You know what I mean? But I've only had him, this is the second day, so it's not like going to be super traumatizing. The person that had him had to get rid of him no matter what. Like, she was,
I want to say this. I know this is 1,000% nitpicking. When she said the person who had him had to get rid of him no matter what, it's just like, so there's certain things that she says that I'm like side-eyeing the past pet owner as well. Granted, this is Chantel wording it this way, to be fair, but it's just like, had to get rid of him. What the fuck? This is not an accessory. This is not an Amazon purchase. This is a whole fucking cat. Please.
And I feel really bad for him about that. Like, he's so sweet and everything. It's just, I'm just having thoughts. That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
Chantel's remembering that she actually has to put in the work to take care of this cat versus Julia when she was back in Kuwait. And we'll get into that.
Know Give it a few more days. Mm. Well, sometimes you don't know how you're going to feel when you're in the situation, you know? Maybe he deserves a better home than me. Why is it
Maybe he deserves a better home than me. Oh, now. Oh, now Smokey deserves better. Let's revisit the day before this stream. So, this stream that we're going over was yesterday. Let's revisit this clip that didn't age well, literally from 24 hours prior.
selfish? It's selfish to give a cat in need a home? Fuck off.
Hmm.
That's what I say to you. Get out of here.
Okay.
I know how to take care of a cat, itty bitty fishy. I'm not a retard. Thank you.
So much of that clip didn't age well. She knows how to take care of a cat. The amount of viewers that were trying to talk her out of this and remind her of her past, but that was her response 24 hours prior. Because Chantel's going to do what the fuck Chantel wants to do. It doesn't matter who it has an impact on, even if it's an innocent pet. Chantel's going to do what Chantel wants to do. She's not an R word. I've actually, and I'm not being dramatic, I've lost count of how many times Chantel has said the R word since getting back on stream just a few days ago. In the past, she used to cycle it out like, I want to say once a week, once every other week. She's only been back on the platform a few days. Damn near every stream, she's dropping an R word. It's like she held on to them while she was in Kuwait, and literally she's everything she's stored away, she's just letting it out. And it's just, this is the same woman who was crying ableism. Actually, she's still crying ableism. A mess. But it's Chantel. Nishi, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Hi, Charlie. Don't know if you remember me, but I just recently joined. Can't wait to see how this summer goes in this corner of YouTube. I do remember your name. And welcome back, boo. Welcome. Get settled in because Chantel is in Canada for a year, bitch. Possibly. I just don't see her lasting a year here either, if I'm being real. What I believe will happen, and thank you again, wherever Salah's at, Chantel's going to eventually go. Because those back-to-back calls, he's not going to continue picking them all up. Them FaceTime calls will just turn into voice calls. And then, when she start hearing shit in the background, I don't see Chantel staying in Canada for the next year. Not at all. Ain't no smeezus Jesus. Thank you, boo. Minecraftable. That. Every bit of that. It's just, Chantel has a special talent. She has a talent for knowing how to piss so many people off. So many people off at once. Even people who don't see eye to eye, don't have the same view. It doesn't matter. Different walks of life. She knows how to bring so many people together to look at her foolish ass. Just continue being a piece of shit. It's a talent. It's a talent. So never say Chantel doesn't have a talent. It's there. Is it useful to her? No, but she has a talent. Please. Cara, thank you for the super chat. A cat is not a rebound. It's a living being that requires love and care. She makes me so mad sometimes. Yeah, we're going to get to the part. There's a super chat that I didn't catch because I think she ended up blocking it, but someone was able to archive it on Twitter. We're going to go over that, and they actually describe this perfectly. Chantel literally treats these cats like t-shirts that she just, throws.
Maybe because I feel like he needs a home because he's so obese. He came from a home like this one. He came from a home where he had to be lazy. Like, he couldn't move. He was in a tiny apartment. There's nothing for him to do. Maybe he deserves a house.
Chantel knew this prior to taking Smokey. She knew this.
Where somebody has the time and mental capacity.
Chantel has all the time in the world. Chantel has all the time in the world. The last few days, she's been streaming for 3, 4, 5, and 6 hours. She has all the time. The mental capacity is an excuse. Because for those who may not remember, one of the things that we were able to clock with Chantel is how she tries to use, her depression, especially in the past. Chantel would be too depressed to do this, too depressed to do that. But the minute it was time to get in her car and chase a crackhead, she had all the energy in the world. She was alert. She was ready. Chantel picks and chooses when her depression has an impact on her and what she's able to do. For this cat, it's too much. But let a scandal come out about Salah. She'll be able to book a flight, get to wherever part of the world that he's in, and act a fucking fool. Too depressed to take care of a cat, but not depressed enough to get on a plane and show her fucking ass. Let's never forget who Chantel fucking is.
And physical capacity and financial capacity to really put him in better health. Like, I was just picturing, like, yes, it's just, what if something really does happen to him? What if he has, like, he's super morbidly obese? What if he needs, like, all kinds of medical care? Like, I don't think I can take care of him.
Again, the stream we're covering is from the 21st. Let's take a look at what Chantel said 2 days prior on the 19th. Chantel's sitting here saying, he's obese. What if he has these medical conditions? What if these things come up? How would I be able to take care of these things? Well, Chantel from the past had an answer. Take it away, Chantel from the 19th.
So the thing with the kitten, like, the kitten looks pretty sick to me. Like,
So on the 19th, before Chantel even got Smokey, he looks sick to her. Okay.
like, I don't know. So I thought it's going to be costly. Like, what if it's really costly for the vet and stuff,
What if it's costly for the vet? A cat that she herself is saying looks sick to her. Okay.
But now, I don't want to talk personal. Just, I'll be able to afford Smokey. Things have changed a bit with that.
You see how, like, okay, things have changed. On the 19th, she knew, well, based on her words, she said she felt that Smokey looked sick. Smokey would have, medical bills, and things have changed. She can afford Smokey. But 2 days later, it's a different story. I wonder what changed. Chantel kind of makes this a little too easy. If she wasn't such a piece of shit, I'd actually feel bad, but I don't. So I don't. Rapping Skills, thank you for the super chat. I am praying for that poor cat. Guntel equals animal abuser. Absolutely. She's never beating those allegations. She will never beat those allegations. She refuses to acknowledge and accept that animal neglect is animal abuse. She's never, ever beating those allegations. And this stunt that followed the last one that caused her to flee Kuwait, it's not helping. Lo Nikki, thank you for the super chat. I still manage to take care of my two dogs, cat, and 5-year-old with bad mental health and stage 3 cancer. They keep me afloat every day. First of all, please send Lo Nikki love in the chat. And that this is one of the things that Chantel and Amber refuse to accept. The excuses that they put out there is nothing to the shit that real people have to actually deal with day to day. Like we'll go into it later. And thank you again, Lil Nikki. And please, 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 y'all send Lil Nikki some love for me, please. And make sure to tag her. Like later on in the stream, Chantal says, this makes me want to get a real job. Most of us have that. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not a special, that's not a shocking thing. Most people watching have a traditional job. Please. There are not many people who have the luxury to go live for hours a day while doing fuck all and expecting people to hit super chat goals and bullshit like that. Join memberships just to watch a fucking fat lazy bitch sit there and breathe heavy or eat enough for 3 people or yell at them and disrespect them if they don't agree with the bullshit she's spewing at them. That's a luxury. It's Chantel. Foodie and Beauty, thank you so much, boo. In a nutshell, she's a twat. Yeah, she's that and so much more. She's that and so much more. And Chantel will still sit here after all of this and still say she gets criticism because she's fat. All right. Mercury, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. My cat is my everything. If I can't get out of bed for me, I sure will for him. I might not be able to shower or eat for days, but the litter box will be sparkling every day and food, water bowls filled and fur groomed. That, even on your worst day, they're taken care of. And that's what Chantel could never imagine. Because for Chantel, she doesn't take in these pets to love them, to care for them, to give them a great quality of life. She takes on these pets to add to her life. They're there to comfort her. They're there to entertain her. It's I know it's going to sound very dumb and I'm reaching with this. If her cats could speak and go get food from downstairs, Chantel would be sending her cats to go get her takeout. I know that sounds like the most ridiculous thing, but that's the type of bitch she is. If Chantel was a mom, and we'll get to that later on in the stream, if Chantel was a mom, Chantel would be the type of, first of all, a horrible mom, but the type of mom who would turn her kids into slaves. Go get this, go get that. Mind you, you sitting your fat ass right there for hours, but go get this, honey, go wipe that, go do this. That's the type of mom she would be. So thank God cats can't do much of anything, thankfully. Because she turned them into fucking workhorses. And I know it's a reach. I know the way I just explained it doesn't make sense, but I know how I'm imagining it in my head. And I know that's the type of person Chantel would be. And I know that's the type of mother she would be.
No. That's the thing. I would never get another pet. I have Julia, and I just feel like I'm so depressed that I don't feel like I can handle having, I thought for sure that I would want a cat, like another cat. I didn't know how I would feel. I'm getting Julia, so that's why.
A year later. But go ahead.
It's like, honestly, I feel like... No, I haven't made up my mind, but...
She made up her mind. She absolutely made up her mind. She was just coming online for validation.
I don't know. I guess you guys are not understanding where I'm coming from.
Exactly, Bam.
I don't want to
me.
do some... This is only day 2. I don't want to do something permanent and get him established in my home and with me and, start bonding if I don't think that that's the best thing. I don't think that I can do it.
Now, keep in mind, and I want y'all to keep track of this. She gave so many different excuses. Just now, she said, it's because I'm going to get Julia. But before it was the health and, the cost of Smokey's health. And we already showed that she claimed she could have taken care of that this whole time. But she's going to get Julia. The reasoning changes so many times throughout this stream. And I think that's one of the reasons she starts to get frustrated, because most of her viewers are catching on to what it is, and they're not. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely a few delusional weirdos in her chat who try to, back her, but for the most part, they were dragging her ass. And she gets frustrated because each excuse she throws out there is not working. And that's why she started to get more and more frustrated.
Do you want me to be, I don't know, like, do you want me to just
Think? Use your fucking brain? Yeah.
do it anyway? Like, I don't get it.
You're the dumbest piece of shit hillbilly in the fucking world.
So what she just said is, wow, do you want me to just do it anyways? Like, you want me to take in this cat that I'm telling you I'm unfit to take care of? This is her reckless mouth 2 days prior.
Why don't you sit and spin? Because I'm getting a cat and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it. So kiss my fat ass. Okay? Thank you.
She sounds pretty determined to me. It sounds like no matter what was said, Chantel was determined to get that cat, the cat that she knew was sick, the cat that she knew would have health issues down the line that would cost her money at the vet. Chantel was very, very determined. Remember, sit and spin. There's nothing you can do about it. She's going to get her hands on that cat. Well, she got her hands on that cat, and 2 days later, this is where we are. Today makes 3 days. Yes. None of it aged well. Again, this bitch made this too easy. Too easy. The only reason I'm streaming this late is because it was a 3-hour stream. As far as putting the clips together and the contradictions, it was a piece of cake. One of the easiest edits I've put together in a long time. Idiot. Thank you so much for the super chat. Did y'all notice how Teardrop disappeared and Asala showed up in chat? That's suspicious. That's weird. Good to see you, Charlie. Thank you. And I did see someone tweet about that. I don't know. I really do think the reason I do think it's Salah is because it's the day before payday, and I know he needs that transfer. Whatever it is, how big or small, we know he needs it. Because let's never forget, thank you for the super chat. Chantel said it herself, especially during the whole scandal, his life would fall apart without her. And she meant that financially. So if you don't think Chantel is still going to be funding this man wherever he is, please. He knew he had to show himself. And a viewer said it earlier, he wasn't, as engaged with Chantel, but he was present. And that's all Chantel wanted viewers to see. The image of what would look like a marriage, even though, let's be for real, who fucking believes that? Who believes it? Britt, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Thought my girl was finally gonna watch a stream with me. Nope. She came into the room to see Charlie's look, pulled my bonnet over my eyes, and left. I appreciate you either way. Listen, and this stream may not be one of them streams, because honestly, all we're gonna do is just dog walk this bitch this whole stream. Thank you, boo. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. Chantel is just such an idiot. All I thought to myself yesterday was just like, wow, you're gonna get dragged for days. Like around the clock. There's still reactors who have not been able to touch this yet, who will be touching it. Like literally, it's just Chantel will be getting dragged and dragged and dragged for days because you're an idiot. Even people who normally speak up for Chantel are criticizing her currently for this. Cause you can't excuse. It's just like, girl, it is what it is. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you so much, boo. She needs to get a pet rock. Something. Not even a rock. Actually, yeah, because she might stub her toe on it. Yeah, 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 a pet rock actually works. A pet rock actually works. Her falling down the stairs gave me hope. Gave me hope. Because y'all be looking for different consequences. Honestly, Chantel has not had paws put on her enough in life. So anything that leads to physical damage, bruises and all that, that's what I look for. I can't trust people who meet up with her to get it done. So I look for that. So her falling down the stairs is just like that. I look for that. I look for that.
No, my fans, no, it wasn't that. Most people didn't want me to have a cat because they think I'm an animal abuser, which is not true.
It's true. It's true.
Cats are very adaptable. Don't feel bad if you can't keep him. Your whole life was just uprooted because of evil people. You do what you feel you need to do. Thank you, Wanda.
Chantel's life was just uprooted because of evil people. Chantel's life was uprooted because of her actions. There's not a soul on this internet that can turn to me and say, "Oh, Charlie, I saw you do this. I'm gonna report you." Okay, you think I'm leaving Florida? No. If you think something's coming my way, it's coming my way. Okay. If I truly believe I'm solid, the fuck, I'm gonna just sit back and watch you waste somebody's time. I'm gonna sit back and watch you waste authority's time. So evil people or an evil person being Chantel. There's not anything anyone can do that can have me outside of like a real big emergency where I got to be there for my family. Obviously, that's very different. But outside of that, there's nothing that can happen that's going to have me uproot my fucking life and then leave my cat on top of that. You are out of your mind. You are out of your mind. Beyonce couldn't even get me to leave my cat behind. We got enough room for me and Rio. Let's not play these games. Beyonce couldn't have me leave my cat behind. And that's Beyonce. Let's be very for real.
You nailed how I feel. I'm not gonna, like, I'm being friggin' honest. It would be selfish of me to just, oh, flop, you're, like, go fuck yourself. How about that? You're stupid.
How about you do that, bitch? Reach something. Maybe if you play DJ down there and you could actually reach, you wouldn't be so fucking miserable. I will never understand what is in the weed up there. She's high as fuck, still miserable as hell. One of the reasons I won't sit up here and be high, even though I've thought about it and y'all said don't do it, one of the reasons I'd probably let anything slide. I'd probably let you think I'm about to be up here upset. Bitch, you might ask me for my blood type, I'll give it to you. You might fuck around and ask for my PIN number, I'll give it to you. You might fuck around and ask for the password to my YouTube account. I might just give it to you depending on how many milligrams. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm about to sit here barking at viewers and I'm high? When I'm high in my Discord, bitch, I'm talkative. Probably a little too open, but it don't matter. Being upset is the last thing I'm fucking worried about. So, girl, switch the weed, buy a rose toy, buy a Hitachi, something. I know it's gonna smell crazy, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. At this point, that's solid advice. Switch the strand, buy a rose toy, and buy a Hitachi. Please.
You're stupid as fuck. A lot of people have pets in their life, like more than I've had, like, what? I haven't had that many animals in my life. Give me a break.
Mind you, she was just reminded today about a different cat that she also didn't bond with when she was with BB. A viewer reminded her of that today. This is not the first time she's done this.
Like, sometimes it doesn't work out if you're matched with a cat, like, and no, I have my reasons, and I think it's just best. The fuck? I've had him 2 days. You're gonna blame me for his whole life trauma? Sit and spin. Yes, I should have Julia back. Because whenever I'm reunited with Julia, I'm not going to be here. Did you ever think of that? And you can seriously friggin' get bent if you think I abandoned Julia because you don't know the shit we had to fucking do, okay? To keep her in our life when traveling all over the place and in friggin' last minute crisis. Sorry, but we're not getting rid of Julia. She's our child.
Now, a few things with that statement. She said, "You don't know of the things we had to do." Who is we? It was Salah who did everything. And she mentioned that. And we'll listen to that clip later. It was Salah who did all that. Salah's the one who went to get the paperwork done and everything that was needed for Julia. Let's not forget, Chantel packed up her happy ass and waddled to the airport immediately with glee. She was so happy to leave Kuwait. Salah did all that. So this we, she says, makes no sense. Secondly, this whole thing about, oh, that's our child. Bitch, I'm confident Salah is working on a stepmom as we speak. Julia ain't gonna know who this fat bitch is in a couple of months. Julia's gonna be laying on some big titty bitch that smells good, one that showers regularly, one that can walk over a mile, one that can stand for minutes, one that can walk on a treadmill for a minimum of 30 minutes. Salah is working on a new stepmom for Julia. Okay? The next time Julia sees Chantel, if she ever sees Chantel, she probably gonna call Chantel grandma. Cause she gonna be calling the next lady mommy. I know cats don't speak, but you get my point. I'm trying to drive the point home. Please, our child. Bitch. Okay. Anyways, my orbits, thank you for the super chat. My dog's name is Smokey. This arc feels extra gross. I'm gonna take my pup for a walk, do my skincare, and remind myself this dumb bitch could never, ever, ever. Oh, and I want to just give a bit of a warning too, and thank you for the super chat. She says it later on in the stream, but when we do get to the part of Chantel once again bringing up mothers, if you're not here for when I am a bit more disrespectful, when we get to that part, just dip. That's all I'm saying. I understand I'm not for everybody. That's fine, and there's balance there. Some days I'm not that bad. And then there's moments that I know where I'm going. So this is your warning. As soon as you hear this bitch say anything about mom, just dip for the night. Just dip. And don't say I didn't warn you. But see, thank you. Chantel's crusted, sperm everywhere, broken toes. You know why I'm so upset with that name? It's because I have a visual, and just know it's because I love y'all, for real, love y'all down. That's why I'm not going to paint the picture. Because the visual I have right now of Chantel farting, a little diarrhea coming out, and then Salah nutting. I don't care. I had to say it. Okay, I'm done. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. Thank you. Don't unsubscribe. Please don't unsubscribe. Listen, blame Badusi because I just thought about it. I was like, yeah, she would fart. Something would leak out her booty. Salah would get turned on and he would nut right on her toes. I just know. I didn't do it. Y'all better blame Badusi. I better not hear nobody complain when I get off the stream. Please don't put visuals in my head and then I'm stuck with it. Anyways. Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Please save me. My fur babies are my kids. My Gigapup is my ride or die. We have been through so much. I got 4 dogs and 1 cat. They are my life. They're the reason why I get up. Smokey deserves better. That. And thank you for the super chat. And thank you for being an amazing pet mom or pet parent. Sorry. Don't want to assume. Thank you, boo. Hey guys, how's everybody doing in chat? Four-eyed nerd said I subbed, then unsubbed from Well, what am I supposed to do with these visuals? Like, keep them to myself? Like, that's asking for a lot. Y'all gotta admit that's asking for a lot. Like, come on. You know what's so crazy? I knew I was dead wrong when I was saying it. I knew I was dead wrong when I was saying it. Nancy, thank you for the super chat. I'm sure the amount of people who super chat me that's like, bitch, I wish I never said that shit after I said that. Sorry. In my in my opinion, Sal is playing her like a fiddle. We are watching Catfish play out in real time. Is she this stupid? Yes. To answer your question, yes, absolutely. Is Chantel this stupid? Answer this. Am I black? Someone asked me that in the Discord the other day, and that's the only response I have now. When someone asked, "Is Chantel this stupid?" Am I black? That's your answer. They are both in it for the in for the money. Damn, yeah, and they're playing each other. They're playing each other. And thank you for the super chat, boo. I didn't have space in my last message, but wanted to say these streams are everything. You show up and slay every time, and you're not a bit under 5'8". Period. Read this big. Oh, sorry, this big bag troll for the filth she is. Thank you, Kirsty. Thank you. Thank you. I'm not under 5'8". Period. My people, I'll be finding y'all. I'll be finding y'all. Thank you, boo. Oh my God. All right, let me just get a couple more and we'll get back into it. Mark of Art, thank you so much for the super chat. I wonder if Salah was saying the same things about Foodie before he rehomed her. That part. That reminds me, and I wish I had it on hand. So someone had tweeted, right? Um, this is like the third rehoming or something like that. And then Valgal responded under Valgal's been on fire. Low key, I need to make sure my notifications stay on for her. But she responded underneath. She was like, that makes Chantel too. Chantel just out here being, one obese cat being rehomed multiple times, and obese pig getting rehomed multiple times as well. It's unfortunate. I don't know what's going on out there, but that's just what it is. Let's get back into it.
And my heart is broken that I'm not with her, and I'm so depressed. And I don't want to be bothered by anybody or anything. I just want to, like, be depressed in bed till I can see them again. I don't even care about life right now, okay? And the cat shouldn't be in my life. You're right. But it's only day 2. I can still find him somebody. Maybe the girl will want him back. I don't know. Sometimes whenever you get rid of a cat, she might realize, oh, what did I do? And then maybe she'll want him back. I don't know.
Wait. wait. I just want to be clear. I do not want to miss y'all support. I just saw this fly by. I will get to everybody. I normally like to go in order. But your mom's emotional support carrot said, Charlie, I'm listening in the car and had to pull off. By now, y'all need to know you can't be eating and you low-key can't be on the move. And if you are on the move, you need to make sure your AirPods or headset is charged. Because the last thing you want to do is anything that's going on here to happen on speaker. Okay? It's just I saw that and I had to. Okay. I'm going back. Thank you.
But he doesn't deserve her apartment either. He deserves better. Look at how unhealthy he is. I didn't even think, maybe he just, like, you get it together, evil strawberries. You're probably God knows how old fucking on here being an annoying gnat. Just go get a life.
Doesn't matter how old this person is, they probably can do a lot more than Chantel. They're probably healthier than Chantel. Chantel's in her 40s with the physique and mobility of someone in their 80s or 90s. So when she starts talking about age, what is the purpose? It's kind of like when she does it with the people on Twitter, like, oh, you guys are old, this. Chantel can't walk. She's barely mobile. Please.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with him. I don't know. I just don't feel good right now. Like, I'm so shaken up by, like, being here. I didn't think that I would feel that way. I was excited when I was packing my shit. Wait, I was like, I'm so out of here. See ya. Bye. I was like, I'm gonna get an apartment when I get there. I'm getting a cat. No, I don't know. I don't really want either. Like, I just don't know what I want. I just want to, like, I don't know. And I didn't think I would feel this way about everything. And I feel very depressed. And so it's not going away.
So remember how smug and happy she was that she was a fugitive? She thought it was so cool. What happened? That's why when Chantel's smug, even though it can be annoying in the moment, take a moment, just let it happen. Chantel was smug for a couple of days, and this is where we are now.
Um, yeah, I have too much on my plate. And I realized that early because
Can someone please, and I want you to talk to me like I'm 5. Someone please explain to me what Chantel has on her plate right now. I'm not talking about rent. No, no, I really want to understand what Chantel has on her plate. This bitch goes to sleep when she wants, wakes up when she wants. She doesn't have to report to a boss. She doesn't have to report to a traditional job. She doesn't have to sit there and actually take care of anyone outside of herself. What is on her plate? I mean, wait, hold on. The first thing I saw was food, and I was gonna be like accurate. Then I saw ranch, cheese. Like, what is on her plate? Please. Uh, I would pay because she was out here like, oh, I should get a real job. I would pay to see Chantel work a traditional job. What would be like if we had our way? Obviously, it's not going to happen. Chantel's not getting a job. But if we had our way, what would be and let it be realistic. Let's not do nothing crazy like NASCAR driver or something like that. What would you pay to see Chantel work a weekend? Like a week, a whole week. What line of work for a whole week would you pay to see Chantel work? For me, what did I say in the Discord the other day? I forgot. Honestly, I would simply put a waitress. I would love to see Chantel be a waitress at a busy dive bar, not like, something laid back. Like, I would pay to see Chantel be a waitress. Someone said contractor, crosswalk guard, fast food. Yep. Food prep, barn hand, nurse. Oh, that's putting lives in her hand, low key. But then crosswalk guard is kind of doing that too. So cafeteria worker, okay. Fire. Imagine Chantel as a fireman. Oh my God. Loki, if you really think about it though, say if there is a fire, you know how they normally go to the truck to get like the hose and stuff. If you just push her onto the fire like a wrecking ball, she would put it out. Because you got to remember, at no point do I believe Chantel's ever really dry. She drip dries and she's always sweaty. So she's probably in a constant state of moist and she's huge. So just imagine throwing a huge moist wrecking ball into a fire. It would probably go out faster than it would take for like, because don't they have to go back to the truck to like crank it up? I really don't know how firemen do it, but I think they have to go back to the truck and like crank it up and stuff. That takes time. Just push that bitch. She ain't got no balance anyways. Always moist. Fire out. Done. And it probably saves tax dollars if you think about it. At least that's how I look at it. I don't know. I could have made that whole thing up, but it made sense to me.
I don't want to re-traumatize him, you know? He probably just thinks he's being watched right now. Cat sitter. It's only 2 days. So I have to really think about it because this is a permanent decision. And
See, the reason why a garbage person wouldn't work is because Chantel would feel too close to home. Like we have to make it somewhat uncomfortable. Even though I like the suggestion, based on the way she lives, she would feel like she's home. We gotta make her feel, oh, this is what I had said in the Discord. I want to see her cleaning the side of highways. That's what I would want her doing. But a garbage man, she would feel at home. Like, you know how that lady live. She'd feel right at home. She'd probably get in the back instead of getting in the front to ride with the driver. She'd probably get in the back. Like it's Chantel, unfortunately.
And of course, if I rehome Smokey, I would not get another cat, just Julia, you know? Um, because if I keep feeling this depressed, do I have to just wait it out or can I just travel? You know? This, your life, not anyone's on here who cares what anyone thinks. Do what's best for you and Smokey. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm not.
Teardrop is part of the problem too. I know Chantel claims she believes Teardrop is a friend. Teardrop is not a friend. Teardrop is a yes man who really wants to keep their wrench. Because even though I'm not big on, oh, checking your friends publicly, at the very least, I'm talking to you privately. Like, hey, this wasn't it. I'm going to stay quiet and mod the way you asked me to, but privately, we need to talk about this. This was crazy. I can't even defend this. But nope, Teardrop is going to say and do whatever she got to hold that wrench. You would think that wrench comes with payment. That's how hard sometimes the people in her chat go hard to make sure they keep that wrench. You would think Chantel's paying, and we know she's not. Please. A mess. Let me see. Where am I? I know I'm behind. Foodie and Beauty, I did see you upgraded. I did see you upgraded your membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you, boo. And get in the Discord. If you're comfortable with Discord again, if you're Supreme or higher, which you are now Supreme, you have access to the Discord. And there's a tutorial in the description that walks you through it. Secret Squirrel, thank you, boo. Thank you for the super chat. Chantel does not and cannot love her pets because she does not and will always be incapable of loving herself. That's why she will always feel empty and alone. That not only does she obviously struggle with loving herself, for the moments that she does love, it only applies to her. Let's not forget, and I know this is so off, let's not forget her best friend Pete's, the one who originally signed the villa for her, the one who has always been there for her, the one who has always backed her, even when he didn't financially have it, was the same Pete's that she couldn't stay there for and be with when it was clear Pete's was struggling with their mental health. Let's never forget that. STDs, drugs, and nasty ass cooking was more important than Pete's. I will never forget that. And I know that's something we don't bring up a lot, but I never forgot what Chantel did and how that all played out. Tatum Lee, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm trying to keep up with the stream while doing work for my master's. Thanks for keeping me entertained. Love you, boo. I know that's right. Can we please throw some love in the chat for Tatum? Thank you, boo. I love my educated boo. Listen, y'all stay in school. Y'all keep thriving. Y'all keep pushing through, even through those hard days, them study sessions that just don't look the way it needs to, because I never want y'all to think this is an option. Remember, I do this because I didn't graduate. No, I'm kidding. Outside of this, I'm very grateful for how far I've gotten, even without a degree, but for real, stay in school. That's why I love hearing about all of you who are in school, studying, or graduated. Keep going. Because this,
On here, like, I'm just on, right, Teardrop. And I'm just, like, wanting to, like, bounce ideas. Not ideas. I mean, like, I want to just vent, okay?
Because she has no friends.
For some reason, I don't like talking really to people in real life about this. I made a big mistake.
Who does she have in real life? The only people she could probably turn to right now is what? Her mom, her sister, probably the people who helped her get this cat. Imagine they all scrambled to get Chantel into this apartment. Chantel's going on and on about how she needs to get a cat. They find her a cat. Imagine getting that phone call now from Chantel saying, oh, hey, mom, or hey, sis, I think I changed my mind. She knows they'd probably be so fed up. So what's her only option? Running to the internet.
I think. but I'm not sure. I really like Smokey. Let me wait for some. No, I'm just really. No, I'm just sad. I don't know. He might have health issues.
Remember the clip I just played where Chantel said Smokey looked like a sick cat? Go ahead, Chantel.
I don't know. He's very obese.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, Nikki T. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna talk to them tomorrow.
Spoiler, she didn't actually speak to them today. Because that would have been today. She didn't.
I'm not gonna do anything. No, I'm gonna see what they want to do. If they want him back, they can have him back, obviously. But I don't know. Whenever he comes to me and his cry and he's loving and he's so beautiful, it's not him. You know? Obese cats need vet visits, blood work every 6 months for arthritis and diabetes. Also, Pres food is best. Vets way more money after COVID. Go with your gut. You're doing the right thing. Wait for Julia. Yeah, you guys, like, honestly, like, my heart, if you took an x-ray of my heart right now, you would see Julia's face in it. Like, I'm so depressed. And then I see Salah's face every day. And I'm like, why are we worlds apart right now? You know, I'm just, like, really struggling.
I just wanted to remind everyone why Chantel and the love of her life is worlds apart. And let me get this comment. Hold on. Back to Eva. Yes, she knew. Chantel's playing dumb because she wants to just throw out any excuse possible so she can get support and the criticism can lessen. That's why. But why? Why is Chantel and Salah worlds apart? Chantel refused to be silenced. Remember? Here's a reminder.
Salah's messaging me right now. Your best thing is to stop messaging me because you're getting me mad too. I'm tired of holding in how I feel. I'm
Oh,
tired of being silenced. I
uh-huh.
need to leave here
Right.
so I can speak my mind, okay?
Mhm.
I need to get the hell out of here.
That's why they're worlds apart. That, that's why. See, the same Salah that she's FaceTiming with, and oh my God, all she sees is his face, they're worlds apart, was the same Salah that she was upset, was contacting her, telling her to cut it out, trying to convince her to stop running her mouth. And now we fast forward a few weeks later. Salah don't sound like he missing Chantel whatsoever. Just from the few comments that I personally saw in the chat, Salah is not stressed. Salah don't sound depressed whatsoever. Salah sounds like he found freedom. Okay.
If his breath smells sweet. I don't have the mental. I can't even bring my own ass to the doctor for my diabetes. You think I can bring him to the vet all the time for diabetes? I know.
Now Chantel is claiming she doesn't even take care of herself when it comes to appointments. So how could she even think she can help Smokey? I'm going to play this clip here. And then I'm going to remind y'all this is not a new conversation. This is the same conversation that Chantel was criticized for with her other cats and how she dragged her feet taking them to the vet as well. See, this is not new, even though Chantel wants to play dumb.
I know how to take care of a cat, itty bitty fishy. I'm not a retard. Thank you.
No, because it's not up
Does that say 2021? It does, right? So that would be a different cat, right? Okay.
to people, Louise, to tell me what to do with my fucking life. I don't need to bring my cats to the vet right now, so I'm not going to. So there. Like, that's like saying, well, people are bugging you to do this. Why don't you just do it to shut them up? No, how about they just shut up and let me live my life?
And just a bit of background for anyone who is new to Chantel and wasn't around back then. This is Chantel's attitude to viewers who were literally super chatting her and sending her money to take her cats to the vet. And this is what her attitude. We fast forward years later, she is now asking those same people she was shitting on for money to take cats to the vet. Nothing this bitch says, especially when she's smug, ages well.
I am not going to take my cats to the vet just because people want me to. And when you send me money from now on, don't make it for something specific because you're not going to get your money back.
Again, that was because viewers were super chatting her, damn near begging her to take her cats to the vet. She had all the time in the world to get in her fucking car, hop in her fucking car to chase Natter around. But she didn't have the time to take her cats to the vet. And viewers, being the animal lovers they are, were pretty much begging her, super chatting her back to back. Like, if it's about the money, here, just take them. She even missed an at-home appointment. Let's not forget that. I forgot how that happened, but she messed up an at-home appointment that people were begging her to just set up. All right, you don't want to leave the house? Have the vet come to you. Get a mobile vet to come to you. And she still messed that up somehow.
Period. If you send me money, it's going wherever I want it to go. You don't tell me how to spend my money. Okay? Thank you. I mean, I don't think I'll be taking them twice. Sorry. Let's just be real. Unless they're really sick. Sorry, BBJ.
This is Chantel making it clear that she will not be taking her cats to the vet twice a year, even though BBJ was elderly and that was what's recommended. And let's see the comparison that Chantel makes.
I didn't even take my grandma to the doctor twice a year when she was geriatric.
Why did I do that?
She didn't even take her grandmother to the doctor that much. So why would y'all expect her to take her cats? The one she did everything for. Oh, thank you, Pat Ray. Thank you for the correction. It was just saying that begged Chantel to let her arrange it. Thank you. During a live stream, and Chantel said no. Thank you. I knew it was something like that. I just knew Chantel messed it up somehow. Literally people begging her. Yep. Mind you, Momo, it's the grandmother that Chantel said raised her, was a mother to her. Why wouldn't you take her to the doctor twice a year? Oh, yeah, in her last day doing chasing Natter.
This, I didn't even think, like, shit. Oh, and for whoever, like, sent me the donations for the cat, I can give them back. That's not a problem.
She says that just for her to probably turn around and say that person said they didn't want the money back. Didn't Chantel just go through this? And the fact that she's still trying to get her viewers to fund different. I hope Chantel never speaks of another basement dwelling or anything like that ever again. And I get it, rebuilding is hard. But the fact that there was like different gift cards, a TV, a tablet, all these things on her wish list, that joke of a wish list, which I'll probably go over in a future video, that she had to take down because I think there's a chance trolls may have messed with it. I genuinely don't know. But either way, she took it down. What a joke. This is the same woman who at one point was on this platform bragging about making over $20,000 a month, which she was, didn't invest it into her channel whatsoever. But the same people she was shitting on are the same people she's going to turn around and hope spend their hard-earned money on her entitled ass, help her get a TV, help. And some of the shit is not even practical. It's yep, a gift card for food. I saw that too, Delulu. A gift card for food. Now, I will say, I'm pretty sure y'all already put it together, but remember, YouTubers, we get paid tomorrow. Be prepared to see back-to-back delivery. The little bit of groceries she did, that was just to hold her over. Payday is tomorrow. Them deliveries is gonna be hitting. So when she's high, just know those meals that she's gonna eat while she's high is gonna get nastier and nastier. You better just hope she turns off the camera to eat. Because if y'all remember what she used to look like eating those chocolate lakmas when she was high, just be prepared for that. Be very prepared. Mean Kitten, thank you so much for the super chat. I almost feel like Sala came up with an idea they could meet somewhere and Smokey became inconvenience. I I don't think so. I don't that it's not that that's completely off, but I don't think so. I really think it's finally settled in with her. Probably the first time she had to clean out the litter box herself. That, oh yeah, the reason I was able to get along and love Julio so much is because I had Sala. Really think about Chantel's mobility and everything we've seen the last couple of years. And for me, like, yeah, I clean up Rio's litter box like with my eyes closed, but you got to think about it. It's Chantel. She is limited in her mobility. Reality set in, and she's like, oh, I actually have to do this. I can't even call Pete's. I can't call Sala. Shoot, even if she was living with her mom, at least she would have that. She has to make sure that litter box is clean. She has to make sure she brushes that cat. She has to make sure to take the cat to the vet. And we'll go over that clip in a second. I think she called Sala taking Julia to go get her nails clipped. I think she called it not exercise, athletic. She said Sala did the athletic things. Sala taking steps to take Julia to get her nails clipped is considered athletic to this bitch? She shouldn't have any pets. Nope, not even a turtle. No. Mm-mm. Tina Nodi, thank you so much for the super chat. The pic she posted of Sala traveling with Julia, there wasn't even a pad in the slippery plastic carrier. No water, nothing for a pet to travel. I didn't even notice that. Now I have to go back and look at that. I didn't even notice that. And thank you for pointing that out. Oh, God. Poor Julia. Jesus.
I mean, like, especially the one that sent the money for the automatic feeder, I'll return it and refund you. If I don't know what's gonna happen. It is page 5. I think it is like, it's just really, really sad. No, I have no idea if he has health issues. I didn't bring him to the vet yet. I just got him yesterday. So it's not only that, it's just he might need more than what I can give. And I'm just realizing that I'm really struggling. Super Huntress, because I think some people were trying to tell me exactly what I was saying right now. But there's a lot of people who were masking that with a lot of hate. So all I was seeing was the hate towards it. Like, about, oh, you shouldn't have a cat because you're an animal abuser, blah, blah, blah. So that's why.
Okay. Let's go with that for a second. Chantel is saying she wouldn't hear anyone out because all she could hear was hate. Well, I'm sure if her husband gave an opinion, hopefully she'd be willing to listen to her husband, right? Let's see what Sala had to say.
What does Salah say about the Smokey situation? Well, he didn't really think it was a good idea to get another cat.
So it sounds like it doesn't matter who the messenger was. Chantel was going to do whatever the fuck Chantel wanted to do. Chantel was going to be selfish. Chantel was going to sit there and be defiant. Chantel was going to do exactly what a lot of people were nervous about her doing. So it wasn't just strangers on the internet it was also her husband, and she still chose to make that decision. Interesting. Okay.
I'll have to be away from him and her for like, we have our plans, so, but it'll be a little while. Yeah, no, I don't think I should wait. But then again, it needs an adjustment period too. But I'm doing this for him, like, you know?
None of this was for Smokey. Every bit of this was for Chantel and her selfish needs. Smokey didn't fulfill the purpose that Chantel thought that Smokey should fulfill. Now Smokey is disposable. Just like everything in Chantel's life. This is how disposable everyone is in Chantel's life. I just, revisited the past with everything that happened with Pete's. Pete's mental health, not great. Pete's expressed some really alarming things online, and Chantel still chose to go and be with Nader. That was what was important to her, right? Chantel's going through what she's going through in Kuwait due to her actions. Instead of hearing her husband out because it would have an impact on him as well, it doesn't just have an impact on her. She throws a tantrum. She gets on the first flight back to Canada, back to somewhere where she can be comfortable, leaving her husband behind, leaving her cat behind. And yes, I know I'm being very generous by still saying husband, because that's what she wanted to do. All she cared about in that moment was her. Chantel didn't give a fuck how much her mouth had an impact on Salah. The fact that Salah, if we are to believe Salah actually left Kuwait, Salah had to uproot, flee wherever he did flee with Julia, a cat that he didn't have, a cat that he got because of her, left the car, left their apartment, left their day-to-day because Chantel could not think outside of herself. Chantel always got to get her way, always has to get the last word, always has to show her fucking ass no matter where she is in the world. And now Smokey's purpose just ain't hitting the way it's supposed to. So Smokey gotta go too. Ain't that a fucking shame? Ain't that a shame? Chantel will always deserve the worst. Always. Casey, thank you for the super chat. Pets are motive to keep going when things don't seem possible. My lab saved me from loneliness. Adopting an elderly beagle saved me after I left my abusive ex. Shout out to you, Casey. Shout out to you. And y'all know what to do in the chat. Please send them love. Shout out to you. Chantel she picked talking points that she thought would sound good, but because it's coming from her and it's not genuine, she's only further proving a lot of viewers' points and making a mockery of herself. That's what she doesn't see. Baka, thank you so much, Boo, for being a member for 23 months. I appreciate you. There's legitimate reasons people give up animals, but they try for longer than 2 days. Exactly. The whole idea that they were supposed to be bonded and best friends within 2 days. No, that doesn't even make sense. But again, Chantel was just throwing anything at the wall and hoping it would stick and shut viewers up. Thank you again, Boo, for being a member for 23 months. LaFlay Art, thank you, Boo. Take my money for the dog walking service queen, cuddled up with my Boot Hill and Thomas. Hold on. With Boot Hill and Thomas the kittens after drawing all day. Love you and love you, Charlie. Thank you. Thank you and love you, Charlie. I appreciate you. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you recently posted, sorry guys to derail, I just want to be sure I'm right. You recently posted your art in the yes, you did. You're very talented. You are very talented. I don't know if you have a YouTube channel or what, but please communicate with my mods because you're very talented. Okay, let me get back to this. Sorry, because I meant to comment in the thread when I saw you post. Like, a lot of y'all artists is like amazing. And it's not just you, it's many of you in the Discord. I'd be like, I could give you a cute stick figure. I used to be really good at bubble letters. I know that is aging me, and that doesn't mean I'm an artist, but I used to be really good at bubble letters. I could shade in a bubble letter. Bitch, you give me a coloring book and you want me to shade in some bubble letters, I might even give you some dimension. Give you some dark red and then lighten it up with pink. That was the best I could do. Just saying. Miss T, thank you for being a member for 6 months. She should not have a living feeling creature ever that that the only living moving thing that should be around Chantel is like the bacteria that grows off her body. That's the only moving living. I don't even know if I said that right, but you get my point. That's the only thing. That's it. And that's self-grown, so
I mean, I did think about getting a cat. Obviously, I thought about it, but I am impulsive, yes, but I
Fall, I actually happened to catch your message. Good night, boo. Thank you for stopping by. I'm trying to get better with paying attention to the chat and paying attention to the edit and staying focused. Thank you for being here. I see how much you participate in the chat, so I actually am happy that I was able to catch your message. So thank you for being here, boo. And catch the rest of the replay.
did think about it, but I didn't know what it would be like until it actually happened. And then I had thought about it, like seeing what kind of cat he was, realizing how clingy he is, and I anyway, I'm getting it delivered.
Chantel just said, I didn't realize how clingy he is. As if that was not information that was given to her. This was from the 17th, days before receiving Smokey. The cat that she had no clue would be clingy.
Delivered Friday. Him. It's a big boy, and apparently he's too. The person said that he's too affectionate.
So the last owner told her days before she received Smokey that he's very affectionate, probably needs a lot of attention. And what was Chantal? So what's this conversation now? What is this? Okay.
I have trouble giving a crap about my own life. Like, so he deserves better than that. Like, I don't, you gotta get treatment, bipolar.
I want to really focus on this. That's why when she talks about mental health and all these things, it's not to say that Chantel doesn't struggle mental health. This is a viewer who also said she needs to, get diagnosed with different things or look into possibly getting diagnosed. This is Chantel's response. And then I'm going to play the history of Chantel doing everything but getting help, even when she had the resources to do so.
I have so much to do on myself, and I just feel numb. Like, I feel like I can't move one foot in front of the other, like sometimes. Yeah, I'm sick of you telling me to talk to my therapist, because I know I have to talk to my therapist.
Okay. She knows she has to talk to a therapist. She knows she needs to get professional help, but she's not going to because what?
I'm here right now because I want to talk to my audience, because I use my channel as a fucking outlet to talk about my feelings. I need
How's that worked out? How has that worked out?
a psychologist. I need a psychiatrist. I need a spiritual healer and I want an exorcism. I'm not kidding, Beetlejuice. I feel like I'm possessed. I do use my platform for that. Like, sometimes, sometimes you just need some support from people and just talk it out. And I always say that, like, I kind of use my platform in a way as therapy. This is a level of depression that I only experience in Canada.
And still was never, ever getting help because she always fell back on using her viewers, the same viewers that she shits on, the same viewers that she actually doesn't take seriously whatsoever, as a form of therapy. And look at where it's gotten her. The criticism she receives has only grown over the years. The creators who cover her continue to grow and multiply. Where has it gotten her? And speaking of therapy that she could have gotten but refused to, what we're going to do is cut to a commercial break. I'll be back.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stay. What you getting so hollow? So go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
Did anyone else used to watch Top Model and try to pose like you were going to be on the cover of CoverGirl 2? Remember the year Eva won and she had her fingers like in front of her face? Like, I tried to do that, but my fingers are short and fat, so it wasn't giving what Eva was giving. So I tried to do, like I tried all of that. And I don't know if you guys remember that girl who used to like model like I forgot like trees. It was really weird how they explained it, but her poses were so amazing. Bitch, try doing that with big ass titties and a gut. I was just like, mind you, she's like a size 00, and she's doing all this, and I'm like, me too, me too, me too. No, it wasn't. No, I top model. I tried from my bedroom. I used to do it all. The only thing I knew that that was working for me was my cheekbones, and I tried to work with it, but no, it didn't happen. I really did try. I really did. I tried my best. And Secret Squirrel, thank you, thank you, thank you for the 20 gifted. Remember, if you were Supreme or higher, you have access to Discord, even if it's gifted. Just follow the tutorial that is in the description. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me get caught up on some more. But yeah. Oh, Matt Random, did you know one time during a tweet, I don't know, I was talking about my forehead or my teeth, something like that. It was just one of them things where I was just talking, and a viewer tagged Tyra Banks. This is before she got canceled, to be fair. A viewer tagged Tyra Banks, and Tyra Banks actually complimented me on Twitter. I'm sure I have the screenshot saved. She complimented me on Twitter. Because I was just talking about my forehead. Because, like, over the years, I got more comfortable, even though you can't tell through the wrap, but I have a really big forehead. I have a really big head in general. And I got a speed bump. I got one of those heads that I could not go bald even if I wanted to, because I have the speed bump on the back of my head. And through the years, I've just gotten more comfortable and just confident with my forehead. It's part of the reason I wear side parts when I wear my bob down, because I'm just more comfortable with my forehead and stuff. So I did a tweet just talking about something like that. Like, I'm happy I'm good now. A viewer tagged Tyra and she complimented me, bitch. You couldn't tell me nothing that week. You couldn't tell me shit. Now, if Beyonce ever, and I get it, she's my cousin, but if Beyonce ever even acknowledged me, I would probably throw up before passing out. I would throw the fuck up. Oh, I just couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine. But yeah, but I'm okay now. I didn't mean it in a way like to like get compliments, but yeah, I used to hate my forehead because it's not just a big forehead, it's a big head, but God knew to work with me because I just didn't, he knew not to give me every single struggle out there, thankfully. Thankfully. Yes, Michelle, big foreheads unite, that part, period. That's what I be telling myself. That's what I be telling myself. Clonka, period. Where all my big forehead gang at? That's what I'm talking about. Cause I know my big titty gang be out there. Where's everybody with the big foreheads? I know that's right. We're a mess. Let me get caught up with some more. And thank you again, y'all. Especially the patience y'all show me, because y'all know I stay behind on the chat. Britt has a poll idea. Would you rather smell Chantel's used rose toy or Amber's undergut? And you know I gotta put that poll up. Oh my god. This is why I be losing viewers. This is why I be losing. I know those thumbs down come from the break and the polls. I know this. I know this. And I'm still gonna do it. I got you, Britt. Let me just go through a few more of these and I got you. The sad part is, no, I know my answer. I'm not gonna tell you. I was gonna be like, but I know my answer. Nasty. Clever. Thank you so much for the super chat. Blocked and reported. No, you can't do that. We locked in. You can't do that. You stuck. You stuck. Thank you for the super chat. Sounds like a you problem. Okay, that's it. Everyone disliked the stream. No, y'all can't do that. You know, so sad. I know there's about 5 things I said throughout the stream that would warrant that. I just don't know which one you guys are referring to. I know there's about 5 things, 5 different things. Shoot, the poll is one right now. I'm gonna put it up in a second though. Remember, guys, we do this together. We do this together. We gotta go through this together. Okay? God. Ain't no sneezes, Jesus. You are 3 foot 2 inches for that. No, I'm not. No, I am not. And the fact that I see this chat flying right now, I know you guys are sick of me. I love y'all too. I know y'all sick of me. I'm going to call Spectrum. Please call them. Matter of fact, does anybody have an auntie that's a general manager? I'm not playing. When I tell y'all I'm sick of Spectrum, y'all gonna hear this rant every single week until they change some shit up. Yesterday, I was streaming in Discord, right? We into it. We watching our mess. Oh, well, actually, that wasn't Spectrum's fault. I was about to talk hella shit, but that wasn't. It was the power. The power went out a couple of times. Okay, I take that back. Nothing. I was about to slander them, but still, fuck Spectrum. I'm just stuck. Oh, Hannah. And we gonna ride out for pride. We gonna ride out for pride, okay? I love y'all. And I know what you guys were talking about. I actually know what you guys. It's this super chat that reminded me. It's when I painted the picture for y'all. Damn, I'm that far behind. Jesus. Thank you for the super chat. That's all I had smaller things to think about. Thank you. K Buns. By the way, K Buns, just so you know, and I would never use it without your permission. I just save them because I like them. Anytime you post your artwork, I do save it, especially because you hit the pettiness that I be looking for, and you know what I'm talking about. I would never use it without your permission, but I do save them because I love your artwork. Listen, your girlfriend, it gives us a space. We can all be interesting together. Interesting together. Okay, listen, guys, it's okay. I'm gonna put up this poll. Actually, let me get back to this so I could put up the poll because I don't want it to get too far behind. But I'm gonna put up the poll. Guys, try to participate. There's worse things out there. And remember, the poll is anonymous. We grown. It's an anonymous poll. We ain't hurting nobody. You feel me? We not hurting nobody. Let's just, Chantel's used rose toy or Amber's. Wait, is it under her gut? Hold on. Where is it? Or undergut, let's get back into it. It's all right, y'all.
Depression in Kuwait, but it's a bit different. And for me, I just can't have a pet right now. I realize that. And I won't be getting another one. Like, Julia is my focus. I hope it'll probably be about a year. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, how are we gonna travel and vlog if you were like this? I don't know, babe. I don't know.
I put that clip in there just to remind everyone this was Chantel just in April. Now that she won't be seeing Sala for a year, Sala could get out there and find that travel partner, possibly Julia's stepmom. Just want to put that out there.
Probably not a good time to travel and vlog, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I feel like just living my life in peace. If you want to get another travel partner, feel free. You don't have to stay with me, babe. You can get another travel partner. I don't care. That's fine. It's up to you. I really should just grind and, like, take care of myself and just grind for the future, She's been in my life for like 3 years now, Julia. She's my baby. It's different with her. For some reason, taking care of her is effortless for me. I have a really strong bond with her already. But Smokey is just not a cat. He's just, I think, too much for me, honestly. Especially at my mental stage right now. How's his temperament? He cries all night long. And I really like him. He's cute. And I'm allergic more to him. I don't know why. I'm itchy. No, it wasn't because of that. I did more. Trust me, okay? He did too, but I did more.
Yeah. This is Chantel claiming that she did more for Julia. The Chantel Marie that we know is claiming she did more for Julia. I just wanted to remind everyone of this clip here where Chantel was struggling to put food down or pick up food off the floor. Either way, it was a struggle. You know what else is close to the floor? A litter box.
Yeah, pure bees. They came back. I sort of just dropped the food all over, but it's hard for me to bend all the way down to give it, so.
Thanks, Paige.
If almost a year ago it was hard for Chantel to bend to give cat food, right? Her health has only gotten worse. What is it she's going to do with a cat now? Or what can she do for a cat now? We've seen how she has to contort her body to put socks on. To put socks on. But she wants us to believe she was doing more for Julia than Sala. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I really did. I really been through it, and I don't know, I'm not dealing very well right now. I really just am not, you know? And I just,
Canby. Canby, you better vote. Canby, you better vote. You've been around too long. You better vote.
I don't know. It's affecting my life, it's affecting my content. Not that I've ever, I just like 7 years on YouTube and I haven't really done anything very, you know. No, the thing is, it's not selfish. You know why? Because I wanted to get in return.
Hold on. Hold on, where'd it go? Charlie Gould Spectrum account. What depraved animals are answering this? Not depraved animals. Yo, I don't know why that's so funny to me. What depraved animals? Artsy, no, this is how we bond. You know how like sometimes you just can't explain like dynamics in your relationships or your family dynamic or stuff. Like it's just what's understood doesn't need to be explained. That's us. That's what we do over here in this corner. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. You don't explain to your loved ones for real. Don't explain to your spouse. You just clock in. We do this mess. We bond. And then, we meet back up the next time we meet up. Like that's how we do it. We are just very dysfunctional. Depraved. Let me get back to this. God.
A relationship is a two-way street, okay? So, thanks, French fried phone. I would be giving him, if I have the cat, I want to give it the best I can. And I can give, like with Julia, I effortlessly just could give her anything. Tons of love, tons of care.
If it helps the voting process any better, just know we can take the rose toy, package it up, putting it in a case, and we can use it to get confessions out of criminals. We can literally use that to get confessions out of people. Somewhere they're waterboarding someone, and all we have to do is ship Chantel's used rose toy and get a confessional. I'm just saying, we got to think ahead. We can do something good with this. The confessions we would be able to get. That Epstein list would be released tomorrow. Tomorrow. Come on. Just saying.
But my mental state has deteriorated a lot, and I fell down, and I'm just depressed being stuck in here, and my depression is out of control, so it's not the same, like, bond, and I just don't know if I can take care of him. I don't know, like, I've only been here a few days, yeah, you're right. I rush things, I do. I'm very impulsive, I hate it. I guess I told you guys because I was wondering if my feelings were valid, like, not
That's all it is. She wanted people to agree with her. That's literally all it is.
valid, like, understandable, like, I don't even know how I would get his nails cut, like, You know what? Salah did have a big part in taking care of Julia. Like, but he was missing that warmth. Like, I had
Listen to this. Listen to what she's about to say here. That was athletic.
more warmth in my love towards her. He was more like playful, like he did the more athletic things with her and he took her all the time to get her nails cut.
Sala taking Julia to go get her nails cut was athletic. Was he wrapping her up and running with her like a football? I don't get it. Was he jumping hurdles to get to the nail? Like I'm confused. What part of taking a cat to go get their nails cut is athletic? Did he run there? I mean, that would take a lot, especially in the Kuwait weather. The fact that Salah leaving their home and doing something that simple is considered athletic to Chantel. And she thinks when her rotting foot heals, however that happens, she's going to be taking long walks, having a routine. But Salah taking Julia to get her nails clipped is athletic. Okay. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Athletic. That artsy. Athletic equals putting shoes on. Truly. Truly. Oh yeah, that's actually true because she does struggle to put her shoes on. Oh my God. No wonder she's depressed. Y'all really got to think about that. A woman who struggles to put her shoes on, who can't bend down to feed cats, we all know can't reach so much on her body, can't stand for long, is living on her own. God, it's about to be nasty in there. It's about to be nasty in there. Her neighbors are about to get sick of her. What might actually happen, and she better get it together, because if certain smells start coming from her apartment and the neighbors think there's a corpse in there, you know how quick they'll be calling the people on her? Think about that. You got to think about what it smells like for Chantel to marinate. That is probably equivalent to what you would think a corpse would smell like. And there's not AC? Oh, hell no. Yeah, I would ask for my lease to be terminated and I still want my deposit back if that bitch is my neighbor. Yep, I don't care.
Like I would come only sometimes, like maybe a few times, and he would just go. I think it's just.
Oh my God, I actually caught it. I actually caught it. Where is it? Where is it? Christy Girl Adventures, happy birthday, boo. Can we get some love in the chat? I'm so happy the emojis is what caught my eye. Happy birthday. I hope you are enjoying your day. And remember, your birthday is not just today, it's for the whole month. So you better celebrate, baby. Guys, please, please, please show them some love. Happy birthday, boo. Let me actually get to some of these too. Let's see. Not all these super chats are just dragging me. Just dragging me. Does any reactor get dragged like this through super chats? I'm surprised. Well, some of them do be threats, but I'm surprised I don't have more threats. Those word pictures is why you deserve Spectrum. Now, why would you wish that on me? Sounds like a you problem. No one deserves Spectrum. I'm stuck with them. I'm so stuck with them. Now I deserve Spectrum. Y'all see? Y'all lucky I don't have another break edit for y'all. Y'all lucky. Huh. I just need to put in the work. Mean Kitten, thank you so much for the super chat. Chantel has track and salad on her plate. That's all of that. And she ain't even doing that right. Let's be real. Thank you, boo. Lizzie, Lizzie, hopefully I said that right, babe. I am an ER nurse in a wait. I'm an ER nurse in a big ER. I need her to come help. Baby, she might clear out the patients. She might clear. I mean, she will help because she's gonna lighten up your load. But baby, Chantel working at the ER, and shout out to you. Shout out to you. ER nurses. Whew. I have a friend who does that, and I couldn't last one day. So my hat's off to you. Couldn't last one day. Not at all. Couldn't last not one day. I'm trying to think, what could I be good at, like at a hospital? Maybe like valet, because I like talking to people. Or maybe the person who, no, because not the person who check you in, because I feel like sometimes people be panicky and then that would make me panic and possibly catch an attitude and that wouldn't work. Yeah, the valet person who whips the cars. I'll probably do that. What else? Yep, that's it. That's probably it. And that's no shade to you. Again, shout out to you. Moonface Poundu, thank you so much for the super chat. I want her to spend a summer getting cards. That is a good idea. That is actually really good. The amount of actually, just so you know, Moonface Poundu, if she did that for a summer, she'd lose 100 pounds that summer. Just so we're clear. But I would love to see that. 24 hours surveillance, not 24 hours, but for her whole shift. 8-hour shift, live stream running the whole time. The whole time. Thank you, Boo. Raining, thank you for the super chat. Foot doctor toes in her mouth. Wait, are you talking? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, toes in her mouth. I think I have another poll idea for next stream, not this one. I ain't gonna do it. Actually, how do I finish this poll? Let me see how many voted. I just realized something. Did I ever send the poll? Yeah, I did. Not only 370. I'll take it. 370. Okay, let's end the poll. Since only 370 of y'all. Mind you, over 1,000 people. But I'll take it because I know it was a very tough poll. Hold on. Let me see. Did I end it or not? Sorry, y'all. Sometimes my Safari be acting up. Did I end it? Okay, let me try to end it now. Jeez. Actually, let me let this play because I don't know. It's Spectrum. I'm trying to tell y'all, Spectrum does not like to see me win. Oh, I think it did it. Yes, there it goes. Would you rather smell? Amber's undergut got 75%, and Chantel's used roast toy got 24%. And I was actually gonna go for Amber's undergut too. Speaking of Amber, do y'all know that bitch is still going? The way no one is checking for Amber, I've realized, when was it, the other day? Like, oh shit, she hasn't posted since her last one, the day of her members only stream. I've realized that. I'm like, yeah. Amber, bitch, you better step it up. You better step it up. Cause I've realized, like, oh, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow. Tuesday's her members only stream, so maybe she'll post a video tomorrow. Who knows? You see that, right? Spectrum pretty much said no more polls. It's mad rude. Mad rude. Not Cena saying they side eye in 24%. Listen, they're both horrible choices if we really think about it. You know, they're both horrible choices. Play this.
I don't care, Ristana. They can suck an ass. Oh, sorry.
She said they can suck an ass when the chances are Sala is sucking somebody's ass as we speak. Okay? But carry on.
I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. That's how I feel. I mean, whatever.
She cares.
Whatever.
That's
I
what she's ranting,
mean,
actually.
think what you want. I'm not taking care of myself. I literally have to, like, force myself to just get up to use the washroom. That's how depressed I'll be. So I look at this poor cat crying and laying on the ground and think I'm responsible for his well-being and happiness. I don't know if I can do that, man.
Keep in mind, what she's describing is not very different from her behavior in Kuwait. It was very clear she did close to nothing when she was there. Remember, they had to set goals for Chantel to do the bare minimum, like walk on a treadmill. She knew all this. She didn't consider any of it because her feelings mattered. Her selfish thoughts mattered. What she needed in that moment mattered. Not thinking about, hey, this is this is a being that I'm gonna have to take care of. I'm gonna have to look after. And then the crazy thing with Chantel, she knows the reputation she has online, and she still went forward with this.
I think I would just need to adjust. It's just like so much so fast.
That part,
It's
Valentina.
only been like what, 20 days. Shut up, broken toe. It's not about being irresponsible.
It is. It is.
I'm being responsible by realizing that I can't take care of this cat. It's about being depressed and having gone through a lot of shit. You think what I went through was fucking easy? I was excited when I was packing my shit.
You think what I went through was easy, but right here, she said she was excited. Easy enough.
Wait, I was like, I'm so out of here. See ya. Bye.
I can't bring myself to.
I actually was looking for receipts and I found this clip, and I'm happy we actually got to this part. This is Chantel last year, over a year ago, going on and on about how much Salah's supportive of her and how she would struggle without Salah's support. Essentially, all the things that he does for her. We fast forward over a year later, she got to figure it out by herself. I just want to play that reminder. This is from March of last year.
Imagine living my life without the support of my husband. You can think what you want of him, but he's a very supportive husband. In a lot of ways. Ways that I would miss a lot on a daily basis, you know?
Shove it up your ass, man. Like, fuck off. Before I had Smokey, I imagined it was going to be the best thing in the world. You know that? So,
Anna Katie, as of right now, and when I say right now, I mean as of the last stream that she did a couple of hours ago, she still has Smokey. She's still going back and forth. Still has Smokey. She said in this stream she'd be contacting the last pet owner, and she hasn't been able to get in touch with her, according to Chantel, which translates to probably she didn't even attempt to reach out.
sometimes you live and learn. I'm like, I don't think I realize I'm like grieving the separation. I don't, and I don't have that like emotional energy. Hey, here's what I'll do. I'm talking to the owner tomorrow,
That didn't
and I'm
happen.
gonna suggest that we find it an even better home. But I'm not sure, because I feel bad because he's so cute and friendly. He needs a home with like someone who can like run with him in a yard, put him in like swimming lessons or some shit like that.
When she first started describing this, I thought to myself, when did Smokey turn into a dog? Don't get me wrong, I know those are activities cats can do, but that's not even anything Chantel has done herself with any of her cats. The ones that she claims have been oh so healthy all these years, except for obviously BBJ being elderly. It's just she throws out these wild things because she wants so bad for viewers to validate her. Like, yeah, Smokey needs someone to run in the backyard with him. Smokey needs to take swimming lessons. Bitch, are we talking about Smokey or you? Because if we're being real, that's the shit she needs to be doing. She needs to be waddling up and down the street, go around a couple of blocks, get in a fucking pool. It's good for your joints. Again, almost a match made in heaven. Thank God. Hopefully she actually rehomes Smokey, but there's moments when she's talking about herself. I'm talking about Smokey, and it actually sounds like she's talking about herself. Get in the pool.
Somebody who can like has the time and money and everything. If I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of a demanding pet, okay? Jesus, cats are not some shirt.
This right here, it was deleted, but the account Bad Seed on Twitter was able to capture it. This right here, you know it pissed Chantel off.
You can leave on the floor and ignore it, just return because it doesn't fit. Totally see what they say now with you and animals, poor cat. Wow, okay. It's been like day 2. Being dramatic much?
Not really, because Chantel is actually talking about Smokey like Amazon purchase. Oh, I've had it for 2 days. It's not working out. I'm just gonna return it. If you really listen to her, she's talking about a purchase. Oh, how long do I have to? What's the return policy? 30 days? Oh, I'll get to it. Yeah, it's not working out. I don't like the color on me. I don't like how it sits. I don't like how. I don't like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna return it. It's been a couple of days. It's not gonna. There's no stains. There's no stains. It's fine. I just tried it on. It didn't work out for me. It's not gonna work for the event that I want. Just gonna return it. Literally, she is talking about Smokey like an Amazon purchase.
Okay, so I'll keep the cat, and yeah, it's fine, whatever. Like, so dramatic. I know you're looking for a reason to go kiss the reactions asses. I get it. I get it. They're more popular, and you're not authentic. Bye.
If people want to clutch their pearls about this situation, please do it elsewhere, because I'm honestly trying to rebuild an audience who is not negative all the time. Doesn't come on my streams to just, come up with all these things, cause drama, incite drama, and everything else. Like, I'm just over it. I'm just totally over it.
So basically, again, the cat doesn't deserve a good home. Okay. Nobody knows how I feel. Like, you guys have no idea what it was like. It happened so fast. People messing with your fucking life, with your family. So you have to leave the country.
And I'm sorry to tell you, but
remember what people put her through. The headache to get to where she's at. But this is what Chantel was given when she came back. Go ahead, Chantel. Let's see the misery.
I'm a very willful individual, and it's just not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, suck it. And actually, I can kind of thank my haters for pushing this, because I think I'll be a lot better off here.
Go ahead.
Very quickly. The next day, you have to leave your home you've been at for 3 years. Move somewhere alone. Depressed as fuck. You miss your family.
I remember this. And for all of you who may not know, this is the first stream back.
I was a fugitive.
Oh.
Like, technically, I was a freaking fugitive. That is so cool. Man on the run. Bees are on the run.
And it's...
Does that look like someone who's upset that they had to leave their family? So, her family just got separated. They might be separated for a year. Does that look like someone who's so distraught, who's hurt, who's depressed? She was happy to be a fugitive. Interesting.
Still sinking in. I'm still taking it all in. And I thought that I want a cat. Like, I don't want to live without a cat. But I'm realizing that the responsible thing to do is not have one right now, because I'm not well. So if you want to shame me for that, go fuck yourself. Seriously, just get the fuck out of here. If you just want to shame me when I'm going through a really fucking hard time, and you want me to drag a cat into that,
Guys,
She just said, you want her to drag a cat into that. Viewers want Chantel to drag a cat into her miserable life. Okay.
I know how to take care of cats. Seriously. You guys are just stupid and listening to dumb fuck reactors who know shit. They don't know anything. They make shit up to make money. That's their job.
He's been here 2 days. If he finds a better home, so what? Oh god, already. Foodie Beauty, change your mind about Smokey? Like, you people literally make me want to fucking, I don't know. Like, who gives a shit this much about something so ordinary? Like, I can't even live my fucking life. I'm seriously so close to just getting a goddamn job.
Most people would love to see it. Chantel will never get a traditional job. Amber will return Beck's inheritance money before Chantel gets a job. Please. Please be oh so for real.
Seriously. I'm literally doing the best thing for the cat. There's no way we could be bonded by day 2. It's not about him being a fucking t-shirt to discard. If I wanted to discard him, you dumb fuck, I would throw him on the road. Not take the time and energy to find him the best life possible. And that makes me a bad person. It's so annoying. It's so annoying that there's a whole community built around things that are so mundane and stupid. How is it a trash decision to try it out? To try? How is it?
How is it a rash decision to try it out, to try? Doesn't that sound like a t-shirt? Doesn't that sound like a quick order that you quit? I just wanted to try. You try out skincare. You try out nail polish colors. You try out new styles of jeans. You don't try out pets, animals that you're supposed to take care of. I try out a new head wrap cover from time to time. I try out different lash styles from time to time. I don't try out pets. That doesn't make sense. That's what she's not getting. The thing is, the more she speaks, especially when she's upset, she's saying it for us. I just wanted to try it out. What the fuck? This is a whole animal. Something you're supposed to take care of. Like, literally, you're supposed to look after this cat. When I'm done with this stream, literally, I take off my head wrap, toss it, and go start to remove my makeup. Well, first I make sure I close everything else down correctly, and then I go take off my makeup. I peel off my lashes, place them back in the box because I need them to keep their shape, and I carry on. If I didn't like this, it was me trying it out and kept it pushing. This is the thing. She don't even realize she is proving that super chat right. You try out shirts. I would say she tries out underwear, but I don't think she actually wears them. You try those things out. She's so dumb. She is so dumb. Reckless behavior, and who pays for it? Innocent animals. Ugh. But Dusty, thank you for the super chat. Once the brown and cream dry, it's... I'm going to keep going. Thank you for the super chat. Melanie, she thought people would throw money for Smokey. Yes. And some of them did. Remember the cat bed? I think she was expecting the same like results as with Bruce. That's the issue. It didn't work out the way she wanted to. Not even close. Baka, thank you so much for the super chat. Make her work for a call center. Oh God, that would be amazing. Do you remember how Pete's had reacted that one time, which was valid because sometimes call center jobs can be a lot, and everybody was shook because Pete's was freaking out upstairs when they were working from home. But Chantel call center, oh, there would be escalations just about every other call. She'd be fired probably within the first week. Bad Princess, thank you for the super chat. My rule, only be friends with those who would want your children to grow up to be like that. That would not have any of Chantel's friends in my life. That. And again, and we'll get to it because we're getting to that part. Thankfully, Chantel is not a mom. And I stand by that. Some people get offended. I don't know why. I don't know. If you watch Chantel long enough, it's great. She's not a mom. It is an amazing thing. She's not a mom. Clocka, thank you for the super chat, boo. I got 4 dogs, all rescues. One is epileptic. I paid $4K out of pocket in 2021 for an MRI for him. My dogs are my children. That the only thing Chantel would put that towards, that type of money, if it's not food, drugs, or Dake, unfortunately.
I'm supposed to know how I was gonna feel. Like, what? If I had him for like 2 days. And you'll grasp anything you can. It's not even that deep about Defiance. It's just like, it's just something so normal.
I will always find a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to anyone. I do whatever the hell I want.
It's something so human and normal. I had a cat who ended up hating my apartment. I rehomed him better than keeping him for selfish reasons. There you go. Read Rachel's comment. I don't.
Rachel's comment didn't actually, I need to run that back because I left that in there for a reason because Rachel's comment did not apply to what Chantel's explaining. Let me run that back.
Trash decision to try it out, to try. How was I supposed to know how I was going to feel? Like, what? If I had him for like 2 days. And you'll grasp anything you can. It's not even that deep about Defiance. It's just like, it's just something so normal.
I will always find a way. I don't listen to anyone. I do whatever the hell I want.
It's something so human and normal. I had a cat who ended up hating my apartment.
Rachel's comment is, I adopted a cat once who ended up hating my apartment. I rehomed him better than keeping him for selfish reasons. Chantel's about to sit there and agree. That's not Chantel's reasoning. Chantel isn't saying, oh, Smokey hates this apartment, doesn't. No. That's not what Chantel's saying. And she's about to sit here and agree as if that applies to her. That's not even one of the excuses she had. She tried to say cats won't have a good quality of life in an apartment. That's what she's trying to say. She's making up reasons. She's not saying Smokey hates it here. That's not what she said.
I rehomed him better than keeping him for selfish reasons. There you go. Read Rachel's comment. I don't care the friggin' reaction.
And Erica, that's like adopting a child and being like, wait, this is hard, never mind. And that is what I truly believe Chantel would do. That's what I truly believe Chantel would do. Imagine if adoption was super easy. Could you imagine Chantel trying out a child? Seeing that she can try out pets. Could you imagine?
Action channel's gonna have a field day and go and fucking have an orgy in the field and shut the hell up. I don't care. That's what I hate orgy. See, okay, here's the thing, okay? I just want people to realize what this whole thing that's happening. Okay, Gore World exists as an entertainment entity because I share my life with you guys. I share these feelings with you guys. But when I do, it gets to a point where it's not safe for me to do it anymore, or I can't do it anymore.
Chantel has a choice in what she shares. Chantel has a choice in what she comes on this platform and says out of her fucking mouth. She continues to overshare. She continues to use her viewers as the only source of communication she has nowadays, and still does this. For the most part, I won't say everyone, for the most part, viewers and creators are talking about exactly what she puts on her social media platform. That's not going to change. That's why every few months you'll hear her say, I'm keeping this offline, I'm keeping this private, I'm doing this, only for her to turn around and do exactly what she's been doing all these years, oversharing and not getting the ass pats that she expects. Sucks to suck. Either learn to set some boundaries and keep parts of your life private, or accept it for what it is.
Do you see how that's like, you know? I'm not too lazy to take care of him. It's just, I
I like how this is worded. Girl World exists because Chantel is a dummy and doesn't know when to keep her fat flaps shut. Both of them. That. It's really that simple. There's a reason I say Chantel is the content gift that keeps on giving. She doesn't know when to shut up. She is stupid. She is impulsive. She is a reactionary. And she continues to feed this corner of the internet. There's a lot of people a little silent on Amber. She ain't around. But you know who is still running their mouth? Who is still raging? Who is still ranting? Chantel. So who are people really talking about? Chantel. Content gift.
took care of Julia, no problem. Like, I don't even know how I would get his nails cut. Like, you know what? Salah did have a big part in taking care of Julia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but he was missing that warmth. Like, I had more warmth in my love towards her. He was more, like, playful. Like, he did the more athletic things with her, and he took her all the time to get her nails cut. Like, I would come only sometimes. Like, maybe a few times. And he would just go. I think it's just, because Salah is sleeping right now, but he said he was going to come into the chat like tomorrow. So this is going to be the most trying, one of the most trying times of my life. Yeah, I'm not stable at all, so it's just so much better. Unexpected vet fees can be crazy. I thought of that too. I also think financially, it's like right now, I just miss Julia.
Yeah, true, ECP.
Issa P's comment. Hold on. I want to put it back on screen. Hold on.
To the chat like tomorrow. So this is going to be the most trying, one of the most trying times of my life. Yeah, I'm not stable at all, so it's just so much better. Unexpected vet fees can be crazy. I thought of that too. I also think financially, it's like right now, I just miss Julia.
Issa P's comment. Unpopular opinion. Don't take in a pet if you can't afford vet care. I'll die on that hill. Listen to Chantel's response. This confused me for many different reasons.
Yeah, true, ECP. Now, the problem is with that also, you can say the same thing about having kids, right? Don't have kids if you can't afford them. But
Let me just let it play. Chantel. These are not even comparable, but let me let it play.
I think living life in general, even if poor, it's still better to be alive, right? The second thing is, you could start out having money, but then something happens. So you never know.
Like, this is, I know you're like, why would you say these things if you're gonna get backlash? Like, screw that. This is my channel, man. I don't want to be forced to be fake just because of these fucking stupid beasts are gonna outrage on their channels and I don't care. Once your reputation is ruined, you have a freedom you can't imagine.
This is one of the most honest things Chantel has said on her platform.
No, seriously. I think the best thing I ever did was ruin my reputation online. I'm doing the best thing I can, I need to, make up some other kind of drama. This is insane. I need to make up something so that you guys stop focusing on, little, normal things about a normal life, Doing what's best for Smokey shows you're changing for the best. I think a shelter is a good way to get him Medicare.
First of all, that's definitely not true because she's repeating the same mistake. Chantel's not changing for the best in any way. But go ahead.
Find the perfect home. Yeah. Oh. No. A shelter? Like a no-kill one.
I wanted to play that and continue playing it just so you can see, even in this moment, Chantel was open to placing Smokey in a shelter, even though I do believe, in my opinion, because they thought they were rehoming Smokey with her, her main priority should be reaching back out to the owners. But honestly, wherever Smokey goes, hopefully, and it's Chantel, so I know it's saying a lot, hopefully Chantel is honest about where Smokey goes. Because I don't see Chantel putting in any type of research, looking into anything. This is the same Chantel who literally believed some DMs and handed BBJ over to someone without checking out where they live, without checking out what environment BBJ would be in, nothing.
Oh no, we have somewhere, yeah, we have the SPCA, but I don't know. That is a shelter, isn't it? Oh yeah, yeah. Like an adoption shelter, yeah. Yes. Yes, I agree, but I have to check it out. I'm really paranoid. I don't know what she would have done but she was. The owner was tripping on him and stuff. He lays right in the way, and he's big. I don't care what people on Twitter have to say. I don't go on Twitter. Me neither.
And by the way, that person on Twitter, you're probably not going to have your account much longer. You insane.
Chantel, who doesn't go on Twitter, was just the other day threatening smear drop. The main account who's been communicating with Pause Kuwait, another empty threat. What is Chantel about to do on Twitter? When has Chantel been able to move anything on Twitter? I think she just likes to hear herself say these empty threats out loud. And even if something was to happen to their Twitter account, they can just create a new one. People would follow them there.
Stalking weirdo. But anyway, kiss your sweet ass goodbye.
You have a whole community of people whose career, imagine calling it that, relies on something bad happening to me. And then you have the nerve to be like, don't cry, victim. Fuck off. And I love saying that. She has to be. She feeds her kids Nostoon by being obsessed with me. Sad woman. Imagine. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if your mother, that was how she made a living? Being a bully online?
Well, not quite. Because it depends on what that mother did with the income that they made. Did they put it into their children? Did they put it into businesses? What is it that that mother did? Because the thing about Chantel, she always likes to bring this shit up. And I'm going to play a clip in a second that actually speaks to exactly like so many of her contradictions. But Chantel likes to talk about mothers so much while forgetting she claims her mother was decent. I have nothing against that lady's mother. I'm not going to sit here and trash Chantel's mother. It ain't that deep for me. But if Chantel's mom was decent and did her best and nothing like the mothers in the space that are reactors, and she ended up being the fucking crackhead that she was, running around catching STDs, now running from possible consequences in Kuwait like she's an actual fugitive, what does that say about her? What would that say about Chantel's mother? So maybe the way to go to get the opposite results of Chantel would be to be a bully reactor. Because according to Chantel, her mother was nothing like these reactors. And look at how she fucking turned out. So it sounds like these reaction channels are actually on the right track. So they have people out here who's not driving high, who's not sitting there making a mockery of some serious shit online while capitalizing, who's not sitting on a fucking website with minors saying inappropriate things, who's not sitting here making a mockery of tragedies where children's lives were lost. So if Chantel's mom produced that piece of shit, that demon, I can't wait to see the attorneys, the doctors, the engineers that come from the reactors. Because look at what the fuck she was produced. Look at what she produced. She stays trying to talk about, these moms, these this, these that. Bitch, you're not a mom. You aborted yours. And this is not me saying anything's wrong with that. I'm all for poor choice. But remember, Chantel made her choice, so stay in your fucking lane. Chantel doesn't know what it is to wake up in the middle of the night. Chantel doesn't know what it is to be a single mom. Chantel doesn't know what it is to sacrifice for another person, to put yourself last to make sure your kids are good. Chantel can't even keep a fucking cat more than 2 days without wanting to return it. Imagine coming home from the hospital with a baby, having to care for this baby, trying to make sure your baby latches on, trying to fight postpartum, trying to fight whatever may be going on with the person who helped you produce that child. Chantal don't know shit. She took care of a couple of cats, barely, and thinks she could speak on being a parent? Bitch, please. Again, I'm happy she's not a parent. I'm happy she's not a mom. I'm happy it would be harder for her. Can Chantal adopt? Sure. But I'm happy it's harder for her because she would be a piece of shit. She would use that child as a pawn. Remember when Chantal was running around here on live streams like, oh, I'm going to report you if you don't do this. I'm going to do this if you don't do that. She'd be doing that with a child. She'd be doing that with the visitation. Again, God is real. And the reason God is real is because Chantal can't fucking reproduce. Inshallah.
To fat people.
Our vehicle, that's a $31,000 Canadian SUV. And people are saying it's a Temu car. People who probably don't even have a car. Nothing wrong with that, but if you don't have a car, don't rag on people who have one. If you don't have a man, Don't rag on people who have one, okay?
They treat you like a soap opera. Exactly.
Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna make this last point where she was like, "Oh, if you don't have this, don't speak on it." She doesn't have kids, don't speak on parenting. All right, I'm gonna tune in to see. I'm gonna see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I see what y'all saying. Chantel is live. What the fuck she talking about? Being upfront about what? Oh, let me get it pulled up. Hold on. Let me get it pulled up. I just realized it ended. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I will get it pulled up. Shoot, I forgot. I'm not signed in. 1 second. Although she don't sound like she's saying nothing. Let me see. Can any of my mods just check in for me? Because I'm listening too. I'm not hearing anything. Because if she's not giving nothing, I'm not tuning in. Because this doesn't sound like shit. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Smokey, if you were to bite that rotting foot, I promise you I got a treat for you. I promise you I got a treat for you. I'll tune in for a couple of seconds, but it actually seems boring. Why is she freaking out? Because he jumped on her. What the fuck is wrong with her? All right. Yeah. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I suck at stream sniping. That's why I don't do it most of the time. Because I actually really suck at it. Share. Okay. Okay, that should work.
It just doesn't.
And why is she doing it in this mode?
I prefer driving down Salam Street. Well, I would, yeah.
Okay, I think I got it.
Big Daddy Smokey the Jeep was a path to hell. Are you gonna jump on your mom? What? Hi, big boy. Come
How
here.
come she? Hopefully, for a payday, she gets a mic.
Hi.
That fan shit is weird, and it's annoying actually.
Hey. Oh, you're so nice. You guys. Hi. He's like right in my face. Come here.
Yeah, it seems like it's clickbait because
Smokes.
right, Renifer? 'Cause
Smokes.
this doesn't seem like anything.
Okay. I don't even know where to start, what to talk about. Hey, Laurel. Hey, CP. Hi, everybody.
Just get
And
to
she
it.
is Danya. Who
Get
did I
to
miss? Is Teardrop here? Oh, yes. She said vertical. Yes, you're right. Oh, my brain's not working.
Why is she doing it vertical though?
Karen. You know what I want to make so bad? Mafe. I think I'm going to order a Swift.
Not in buffering just because I thumbs it down. The fuck?
And a mafe and stuff to make mafe. Teardrop.
Hurry
You
up,
have
Chantel.
issue with the vertical? Shit. Well, how do I change it? I can't. Sorry, I guess I won't use it ever again.
Yeah, it looks dumb. It doesn't make sense for her audience.
Hey, Jenna. Marilla. It's all black, yeah. I'm not restarting.
Get to it.
Devil's Gumdrop. You guys actually want me to restart? Hey, Rosemary's. What?
Oh god, she's not restarting.
What?
I know I didn't.
So
get to
I had this fat chunky cat running around for the laser. I got him a really good laser, and I was playing with him earlier. What are you doing? Hey, BBJ. and he had to take a break. Like, he's really out of shape, so it would take some, you know. Yeah. Yeah. But he's getting used to the laser. Like, he doesn't like to play for long, so I'll have to play with him like little short bursts several times. He liked it, Triumph. Yeah. He likes his catnip. He likes his. But you guys are right. Oh, fuck. Whoever said that this cat is addicted to treats, when I tell you, if I touch anything in my apartment that sounds remotely close to a Temptations or Greenies treats bag or something like a treats bag,
Girl,
man, wow, 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 and he's like following me everywhere, like he's jonesing for some treats. I gave him exactly 3 treats today. The little, those little things.
I don't think this is going to be anything.
That's what I want to talk about, but I can't really figure out an angle. Like,
Talk about what?
yeah, like I find that I'm kind of getting closer and closer to him, whereas, like, he's really sweet. Hey,
She's keeping him.
what? Your cat died from greenies?
She's keeping
It
him.
was a feeder. I don't know. Like, okay,
She's
so here's the thing.
keeping him.
You guys already know about like the FFG thing that um she apparently on her live stream made an offer to like find, what she said was like to find me, like she messaged me on Instagram and was like, so do you want the car? And then I was like, I didn't watch your live, so like what exactly was it that you propositioned? So it was like basically like she would pay for me for like a maybe like $1 to $2, maybe $2,000 car, like a beater, and in exchange she had like these conditions where it's like you can't own pets for 2 years, and like you would have to give me Smokey. And I was like, oh, and then I was like, can we have Smokey updates? And then I asked about BBJ, and she just completely ignored the question. And then she was like, yeah, no, I know, Teardrop. I'm getting to that. I was just like, that's why I'm trying to figure out how to talk about it. Like, I'm not saying what we said in DMs to even be shady. I'm just saying, like, you guys already know this is going to happen, and she's probably going to talk about it anyways as well. Like, it's not like she was being private or anything like that I'm leaking. It was just, but like, what was I going to say? Let me think for a minute. I'm scatterbrained. Yeah. And then she was like, well, I can give you like, he would be home to one of my best friends, just like with BBJ. You would get like one update and that would be it. Like, no more bullshit, no more updates, bullshit, or something like that. And so I'm just thinking about it, and like, I've decided that no, I'm not going to do that, because I think it would be really honestly an awful idea. Awful. I think it would be awful. And like, I would be partaking in this exchange with somebody who literally like pretty much led to a lot of trauma in my life, especially with the BBJ thing. Like, it's fucked up to me that we don't have an update on her, like, at all. Like, not even like, it's just so simple. You know, if he's with your brother, just give us a fucking update, a small a new picture, like a something, you know. And I don't care. A lot of you think I didn't care about BBJ. That's fucked up. And sorry for my language. I loved that cat. I've had her for 21 years. There's never going to be closure for me, and the fact that this person like revels in that and makes content out of it, I'm just like, why would I ever? No, sorry. Mm-mm.
I'm going to pause Chantel real quick. Thank you for the super chat. And I know I missed a lot, so I want to say thank y'all. Here's my thing, right? You know, you could just watch Chantel. You can just watch her. As frustrating as it is to see the shit Chantel does, as much as you want to step in to stop this bitch from possibly harming another innocent being, you can just literally sit there and watch Chantel. This whole thing about the car, whatever, it was a show. It was a show. It's another way for FFG to insert herself into the storyline. It's another way to get Chantel to possibly say something fucked up. When she says that fucked up thing, FFG can then turn around and drag her, and then she gets applauded. Offering the thing I don't understand, part of the reason Chantel doesn't see consequences is she still gets she still gets passes on a lot of shit. So the idea of rewarding someone who has the hashtag animal abuser, who literally just made a similar mistake, what would stop her from then turning around and simply giving over Smokey? Let's just say she was going to follow through with this. Give over Smokey, get a car. Okay, you signed a piece of paper. What the fuck is that going to do? What is that really going to do? She could have easily just turned around and then got a cat. It is weird how possibly rewarding an animal abuser for views, for accolades, for applause from viewers, it's okay to just watch Chantel, as frustrating as it is. Granted, could there have been an air tag probably put in that bitch? Probably, because it's FFG we talking about, but it's just like a car for a cat? And now she's probably going to turn around and keep this cat out of spite. It is so weird how much FFG has to be in the center of anything going on with Chantel. It is fucking weird. And I know it's not something a lot of people will say, but I mean, it's me. What the fuck FFG gonna do? Remember, I'm still here, bitch. That shit is weird to me. That shit is weird to me. And I get it. Like, the whole point is to possibly just get a better home for Smokey, but let that shit happen naturally. Because now it sounds like this bitch is keeping Smokey. When you could have just sat your fat ass back, held on to your fucking chins, and just went with whatever content was fucking in front of you. But because it's FFG, she constantly needs to insert herself, especially when it comes to Chantel. It's weird. It is fucking weird. And you know what I hate? I hate when a bitch gives Chantel a valid talking point. Because where the fuck is BBJ? Oh, that is so annoying.
There's just too many. Like, I wanted to hear what it was, and I was thinking about it, but I was crazy to ever even think about it, because, like, honestly, like, there's just too many bridges that have been burnt that would never happen, you know? So
imagine really sitting there DMing with Chantel with everything this bitch has done to try to negotiate this thing for her just to get attention online. That shit is weird. That shit is weird to me.
I just have to decline that. Honestly, respectfully. I'm being respectful. I'm just telling you how I honestly feel. And yeah. Yeah, I honestly I can't. Yeah, but said FFG gave BBJ to a friend and then got into a fight with that friend.
Hold on, because I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring these. I don't want you to. Here's the thing, Artsy, and this is how I felt in the moment. When FFG first pulled that shit off, I wasn't even fucking with FFG, and I was just like, she did her big one. She did her big one. Chantel was sitting there going on and on about FFG and her pets that passed, going on and about how she was going to put BBJ down. I wasn't even mad. I was just like, is it a bit much? Sure. But you know what? She did that. She did that. Found BBJ a home because I believed a lot of what she initially said. But what FFG turned around to do with that is where I was just like, nah. Initially, I really did think it was simply just about saving BBJ, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Do I think it's great BBJ got in a better place, a better home? At least what I believe or I hope is a better home? Absolutely. But please, let's not pretend all that was just about saving BBJ, because it wasn't. It really wasn't. Because the truth is, once whoever that person was that got BBJ, it didn't actually have to ever be announced. That's the truth. The friend, the family member, the mixed story there, they got him. Better situation. Vets getting paid for. But then it turned into a show. It turned into a show. And I've said this before, FFG rescuing BBJ is equivalent to Amberlynn Reed losing those 89 pounds. You will never hear the end of it if FFG has anything to do with it. You will never hear the end of it. And that's one of the reasons I know it wasn't for the right reasons. You did something good. You did something great, right? Why does it need to always be thrown out? Okay. You did it. You're done. But no, that was her thing. That was her 89 LBs. And she will never let you forget it. And now that the conversation around BBJ has shifted a bit, she needs something else. Where most people just sit back and react. Either people fuck with your style or they don't. She needs a different 89 LBs. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not going to give rehome the cats without knowing updates and making sure that he's safe. I care about him. So why can't I have updates on him? Like, like, why can't I? I don't know. It's just so weird. Yeah. So the take your cat stalked you, makes thousands off of you, ridicules you on every live, bro. Exactly. Hey, Trixie. See, this is why I stand with you. You're a decent, kind, moral woman. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Trixie. Love ya. Santa Fe sauce. Why can't you come on camera? I hate this. Rebecca. Okay, maybe later, guys. Not right now, anyways. Because I'm, like, not decent. Publicly ridiculing your mom, dad, and aunt. Yeah. There was a part of me that, like, it wouldn't even be like, yeah, I don't think, I don't know. It's just, I can't. All that aside, yeah, I just can't, so. I actually did block just because, like, honestly, again, respectfully, I'm honestly trying to be respectful about this. No, Rebecca. I just, yeah, I can't have, like, future communication, like, so I deal with the devil. Yeah. Okay, as for Smokey, I don't think I gave it enough time, okay? I think my problem, I might have bipolar. I don't know, something's wrong with me. I don't know if it is. I'd have to see a psychiatrist. But in the meantime, I'm very impulsive. And if I don't get something immediately or immediate results like a child, I just, I don't deal. So anyways, he's starting, like, today we really bonded with the playing, and he's been really cuddly with me. And I've been noticing little cute things he does I didn't notice before. Like, he rolls and hops on his belly like a seal. Like, he'll, like, roll over.
I just want to say this too, because I don't want y'all to get it mistaken. I don't want to change your minds. If you still feel how you feel about the rescue, still feel that. That's why I don't sit there and be like, oh, don't watch this person. No, no, no. I understand why people feel that way because for the most part, if you take everything else away, actually, just take everything else away, a cat was saved. Where that cat is now, what's up with that cat now, probably will never know. So I don't want y'all, like, just because I feel like this, don't mean you got to feel like that. And you got to remember, too, I've been looking at more when it comes to FFG's behavior. So if you fuck with it, keep fucking with it. By all means. I don't want y'all to think like, oh, you got to think like me. No, no, no. It's not that. Because can't nobody tell me how to think. I know exactly what I know when it comes to FFG. I know some of the lies that she actually had around the BBJ rescue. It's just, I never put it completely out there. But it's cool. If you fuck with the BBJ rescue, fuck with the BBJ rescue. Again, when it initially happened, I was in shock. I was applauding that chick and I didn't even like her. I was just like, wow, would I do that? Nah. Was it a bit much? Sure. But you know what? Chantel didn't check out the place, didn't actually put into any effort in making sure that BBJ would be in a specific environment. So it was easy for her to hand over her cat. What followed is where I started to side eye Frenchie. And again, it's weird. It's really weird.
He's just so cute, and he's got his things all set up here, and yeah, I just think maybe I should give it like a couple more days at least. He needs Weight Watchers. Smoke is great. You like Smokey, yo mama? I need car. Yeah, I'm not just gonna take a car. I mean, I am gonna get a car eventually, guys. Yeah, teddy bear, true. Yeah, I gotta take him to a vet. Takes a couple weeks. I gotta take him to a vet for blood work and like a checkup and to put him on different food. I don't like the food he's on. And ask about treats and stuff like that. But the automatic feeder came in today.
Okay, for the most part, it just sounds like she's going to keep. It just sounds like she's gonna keep Smokey. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't care to sit there and listen to her go on and on about how she's gonna keep Smokey. Because that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like, honestly. That's the only thing I'm getting from it. She's gonna keep Smokey now. Her and FFG had whatever conversation that they had. I'm sure FFG will go live to talk about the conversation. I'm sure add some spice to it because it's FFG. And Smokey might, unfortunately, be here to stay. It's, again, just watching her is an option. It is what it is. Well, honestly, I think Chantel was actually intrigued by the offer. That's the thing. I actually do think Chantel was intrigued by the offer. So even if FFG was blocked at one point, she was gonna unblock her to at least see what the terms was and what she was talking about. And this whole deal, like, oh, you can't own this, you can't own that for a couple of years. If that's really how the conversation went, you're still rewarding an animal abuser. You're still rewarding an animal abuser. Let's just say she's stuck to the terms, 2 years without no pets. What if she got another pet 2 years from now? What are you offering then? What's going to be the offer then? So what is learned? Oh, I could fuck up, still make the same mistake. And then there's a bitch who watches my content that wants to wear my skin that will find a way to reward me either way. Because remember, FFG, I think it was $2,000 or $3,000 she had originally offered Chantel for BBJ? Shit, I gotta go. I can find a couple of cats if that's, bitch. I'll go out tomorrow on the search if it's for that. Oh wait, no, that wouldn't get her the views. What am I saying? What am I saying? That wouldn't get her the views. So, like, you're rewarding an animal abuser. You're rewarding a piece of shit. Even prior to the confirmation of the animal abuse, Chantel was a piece of shit. But it creates content for FFG specifically, right? Instead of just sitting back like everybody else, giving your opinion, editing some shit, putting some effort in. FFG's content thrives when she's in the center of Chantel's shit. Why so many people haven't picked up on that? You don't feel her energy is different when she's not raging at FFG? When Chantel's not raging at FFG or reaction channels, being boring, doing the shit that we turn into something palatable, you don't notice her. She's not in the center. She's not the topic. She's not defending herself against Chantel saying some heinous shit. It's not that hard to just react to what's there. Just saying. But yeah. Thanks for the super chat, boo. Listen, like I said, if people don't watch her, don't watch her. If you watch her, watch her. It's whatever. I kind of still get some of the appeal. You got to remember, I used to actually watch that girl and enjoy her. But the more she did the weird shit she was doing, and the more I sat back and just paid attention, I'm like, oh, there's a lot there, unfortunately. Whippy, thank you, boo. And I know I missed a lot of support. I just don't want to spend the rest of the time going over that, but it's just weird. It's not that hard to just sit there and just watch the bitch. It's really, really not that hard, but there's a few things that I will tie together in the future that will make more sense, at least where my standpoint is. It'll make more sense. But again, please watch who you want, support who you want. Just because I don't agree with some shit don't mean you gotta go. Please, that's weird. But that's just where I stand with it. That's just where I stand with it. And I know when it comes to some of the people who still fear FFG, which is weird to me, I know it's, but it's me. So I don't, what the fuck FFG gonna do? Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I know. I have to drop it. There's so much. There's so much. That's the truth is there's so much. If I showed you the folder, like one of my folders, like I had to break them down because that's how many receipts I have on her. One is just for doxing alone, and that video will probably be anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. And just to give y'all an idea how my editing works, one video that's an hour long probably took me a minimum of 5 hours, 6 hours to put together between producing, sitting, reading my points, editing, doing all that. Like, I'm gonna put time into it, but it's gonna be worth it. It's going to be worth it. And then eventually I'll do live streams too. I'll do live streams too, but I ain't worried about that bitch. I'm not worried about that bitch. That's true. That's true. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. For sure. K Buns, thanks, boo. I choose the handcuffs to bed version. I know what you're talking about, the image. I mean, true. True. It's just fucking weird. Now, anyone who's on Twitter, Rennie, you'd be surprised. Dude, trust me when I say you'd be surprised. I was actually shocked to see how many people are fearful of her, but that's what she's wanted. That's what she's wanted for a long time. You'd be surprised. You laugh, but you'd be surprised. But What I was gonna say is just if you are on Twitter, have y'all notifications on. Because if that bitch starts popping, I'm popping. I love bullies. I love wild people. That's where I thrive. And that's why me and FFG are gonna get very, very well acquainted more and more soon. But guys, watch who y'all want. I just love dragging bitches, especially if they ain't shit, they're pieces of shit, and they actually think they can actually bully people. Like, is it a bad thing to be? Maybe. But do I sleep fine at night? Yeah. I love being a bitch that know who could check just about any bitch, especially in this space. So watch who you want. Just because I go at that bitch don't mean you don't watch her. Watch her. If that's your thing, watch her. But me and her, I hope to make it a year that we both don't forget. Because she knows the time will come. And she knows she can't pretend to not know why it came. Oh yeah, Mew. Yeah. She offered to exchange the cat that Chantel has for a used car. I think like around $2,000 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but Chantel declined and now keep the fucking cat. Yeah. But hey, not everybody touches grass. And again, when this is all you have, you do dumb shit like that. Whew. Anyways, y'all, I could go on a rant, go on and on and on and on. I could go on and on, but anyways, but yeah. Later, y'all. Have a great rest of your evening or day or morning, wherever you are. Later.
I don't mainline brownies. What are you even talking about? You're making drama for nothing. And yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm giving it to people who deserve it. They deserve this.
Same rage, different day. Are you talking about Fat Fupagool? Yes, you're right. All they do is rage about the same things.
Yeah, I used to be so open. Doesn't so? I've changed. My life is different now. You have to be kidding me right now. Am I gonna get rabies?
Definitely. So I would be careful about that if I were you. They're just hive-minded, pack-minded, and they're just like a bunch of coyotes, like. Rah, rah, rah. Anyway, back to ignoring your irrelevant butts.